You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
Well, now on Fox 17 News This Morning, Israel is at war with the Palestinian extremists. We're going to tell you what this means for the United States foreign policy and Americans trapped here, in that particular country. Plus, local reaction from Jewish community leaders here in Nashville.
Welcome to fall. Very cool the next couple of mornings, but a little warming trend and a weather maker by the end of the week coming up in your Code Red forecast.
All right, Greg, thank you. And thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 17 News this morning, just after 4 a.m. here on this Monday morning, October the 9th. I'm Justin McFarland. We're going to begin with an international story that is making waves around the world. Rockets in a clear attack over the skies of Israel. This is in a city there that continues to be in the middle of the Israeli army and the Palestinian extremist groups Hamas. Now, Hamas launched a surprise attack on Israel on Saturday, firing thousands of rockets and sending fighters from the Gaza Strip. Israel responded by officially declaring war on Hamas and firing retaliatory airstrikes. More than 1,100 people have been killed in this battle. That includes fighters and civilians on both sides. Hamas says it has taken dozens of Israelis hostage. Israeli officials say that number includes some Americans. President Joe Biden has already offered American support to Israel. Well, that conflict has now sparked some strong reaction from local leaders. Fox 17 News' Jackie Del Pilar live with us this morning over in West Nashville to tell us how some local Jewish community are responding.
Justin, good morning. Yes, we are hearing from our local Jewish community, and we are hearing from our local elected leaders on this, who all have strong opinions on this matter. Now, our U.S. congressional representatives sent a letter to President Joe Biden on Sunday, urging his administration to support Israel in all ways. They want the U.S. to provide weapons for Israel and to punish terrorists. Local Jewish community leaders say they're devastated by these attacks, and they're praying for everyone in the war zone.
My heart goes out to the average Palestinian living under the tyranny of Hamas terrorism in the Gaza Strip, and their humanity is similarly in my heart and mind at this moment.
Now, the Jewish Federation of Nashville has an event planned for this evening to show support for the Israeli community and for everyone in the Jewish community. I'll tell you how you can get involved with that coming up in about 30 minutes. Reporting live from West Nashville, I'm Jackie Del Pilar with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
All right, Jackie, thank you so much. Well, we want to get your opinion about this. Should the United States get involved in the Israeli-Hamas war? So far, 65% of you say no, 34% of you say yes. We will have another update on this poll a little bit later in the morning. By the way, this poll has gotten quite a bit of results online. So far, nearly 4,000 people have cast their vote on this. If you want to weigh in for yourself, you can do so on our Twitter/X account. You can find us at Fox Nashville. In the meantime, let's get to Greg Bobus, who's back with a look at your forecast.
Yes, good morning. Taking a look here. We are finally into all the fall feels. This morning I woke up and I was parked outside and got into the car. And I'm like, ooh, it is crispy cool. Didn't have to use the air conditioner. Everything was great. And here we are. We're starting off with a really nice morning. Right side of your screen. Current temperatures are in the upper 40s to right near 50. We're going to stay there today and tomorrow. Cool mornings the entire week. They do get a little bit warmer by the end of this week. Seasonable afternoons, though, today and tomorrow. We're talking 70s to right near 80. And then the next weather maker moves in. That tracks in late Thursday into Friday. So between now and then, there's nothing to worry about other than just getting your sunglasses for the morning and watching out for the people that don't know what they're doing on the roads. I mean, other than that, we got everything good to go. 73 this afternoon, 74 tomorrow, 79 degrees on Wednesday. There's that little surge and that little uptick here when you look at your blue boxes when it comes to nighttime temperatures Wednesday and Thursday night. But overall, we have slipped into fall and we have no severe weather the next 7 days.
Steer clear traffic out here for you this morning. Let's get started here at I-40 at Dallas and Pike. As you make that drive there in the Dallison area close to Nashville International Airport, no problems as you get out there right now. Things are running along just fine. Very smooth for you this morning. We'll continue to watch the roads here, let you know about anything that does pop up. Of course, Mondays can be very busy near BNA. We'll give you the very latest details as soon as we get them. A fiery single car crash on Sunday kills 3 people just before 3 a.m. and it happened on I-24 at the Hickory Hollow Parkway exit there in Antioch. Now investigators say that a Kia went off the road, striking a tree near the exit. That vehicle went up in flames. The 3 people inside that car died. The medical examiner's office is working to identify the victims. Well, the horse stable owner accused of assaulting a teenage girl is now due in court this morning. We'll tell you why and what the judge will decide. And the latest ring of high-dollar thefts in Nashville. We're going to tell you who police are searching for this time.
Fox
4:08 is the time in Operation Crime and Justice this morning. A horse stable operator from Rutherford County, now charged with rape of a minor, will be in court this morning. Right now, we're talking about Jason Lancaster's bond that is set at $1 million. Lancaster is accused of assaulting a teenage girl who worked at his Pinnacle Stables. Lancaster also has a criminal history of soliciting sex from minors. That conviction was expunged more than a decade ago. That's according to the Murfreesboro Post. 20 malnourished horses were removed from his property and are now being rehabilitated. We will be following this story throughout the morning. Well, Metro Police have now arrested at least 6 people in the past couple of days accused of buying and selling laughing gas inside of balloons in order to get high. Police say they spotted each of the 4 suspects that they arrested on Friday, filling up the balloons and handing them off. Another person was arrested on Saturday night and 1 more yesterday morning. All 6 are now being charged with selling that laughing gas.
And checking back in with your forecast here at 4:09 this morning. You need a car wash? Maybe you walk outside and you go, everyone else's looks great and mine is a little dicey. You got a great stretch of weather for it. Your Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday all stay dry. They're all green lights for your car wash. It'll be a bang for your buck, or maybe you just do it by hand. You go old school with it. Either way, you're going to be good. And do you want to save a little money? Now we finally hit the time this morning. We have temperatures that are in the 40s to low 50s. We're going to keep the cool going until the end of the week. So this first half, your Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, are more than fall feels, and our fall colors are going to really begin to start changing because of that. And the cool starts to the day. We have a cool front off to our north that will eventually clip close to us here, and that will continue to keep our weather where it's at. What does that mean for the weekend? 65 degrees will be your temperature on Saturday, 62 on Sunday. We've got cooler times ahead after a small surge of warmth that will take us into the end of the week that we'll talk about here in just a few minutes. Justin?
Steer clear traffic for you this morning takes us to I-65 at Trinity Lane. That is where we have got clear traffic out there for you this morning so far. No big problems on the interstate in either direction. We're looking good, north, south, east, and west. And we're hoping to stay that way here on this Monday morning. A lot to share with you coming up here a little bit later, especially as the traffic builds up and moves on. But right now, we're in great shape as you get out there across the mid-state this morning. Let's move on to news from Green Hills Mall. Another high-end robbery took place there at the mall after 4 thieves stole thousands of dollars worth of goods, this time from the Louis Vuitton store. Now, Metro Police are still looking for the suspects. You can see them right here on the surveillance pictures from September the 14th. Police believe they were involved in other recent retail thefts around the city of Nashville. Officers did arrest 43-year-old Michael Parrish after security officers were able to tackle him. You may remember just last week we were telling you about thefts that were happening over at the Gucci store there in Green Hills Mall. Police are still looking for several suspects in that particular case. We will keep you up to date about what happens. Well, coming up, Americans and the conflict with Israel. We're going to tell you what officials have to say about the people who are still being held hostage there in the middle of that. Plus, a live look at Nashville International Airport. We're going to tell you what travelers can expect a little bit later in the morning. By the way, if you have not been to Nashville International Airport as of late, this is what it looks like now. For those of you who've been here for a while, it didn't always look like this, of course, but they've made lots of improvements, so give yourself extra time to find your way around. We'll continue to watch what's happening at the airport and other places around the Mid-State. Stay with us.
Opioid News.
4:14 is the time. Live look this morning at Nissan Stadium. Tennessee Titans not there. They were not there yesterday. They were on the road where they caught the L. They lost to the Indianapolis Colts 23-16. I'm sure we'll have highlights and reaction throughout the game, throughout the morning. Titans going to be on the road in a big way next week. They're going across the pond to take on the Baltimore Ravens over in London. They won't be back home there, Nissan, until the end of the month. Americans are among those who are feared dead in Israel. The Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, says that he and his team are working overtime to try and verify the details. According to the preliminary report from the United States Embassy in Jerusalem, at least 4 U.S. citizens were killed in the attacks, and an additional 7 are now unaccounted for. Officials say those numbers are subject to change. Meanwhile, Israel's Minister of Strategic Affairs is now confirming that there are Americans among the hostages being taken by Hamas.
I think it's scores of hostages. I can tell you there's also American hostages as part of that number as well. I don't want to get into a specific number, but these are women, they're children, they're elderly, they're Holocaust survivors. This is sick.
Now, senior officials from Hamas say that the militant group has more than 100 people who they have taken captive following their assault on Israel. We'll continue to follow it there this morning. Well, new this morning, flying continues to pick up over at Nashville International Airport. And of course, the airport also has a brand new look as well. Let's get out to Fox 17 News photojournalist Kevin Mumphrey on the scene there. Again, what you can talk about out there is for sure that the number of people at Nashville International has continued to increase throughout the last couple of years. American Airlines pilots are considering holding flights there a little bit while they continue their label dispute there in that particular area. We know a lot of airlines are offering brand new offerings there to people, including JetBlue, changing some of their policies to offer hotels in case your flight is canceled beyond a certain amount of hours there. Also, keep in mind that the city of Nashville continues to bustle with tourists. Around 18 million people come to Nashville each and every year. A large number of them come through Nashville International Airport, and they're expecting that to only increase as time goes on. By the way, they're opening up a brand new international section, also brand new restaurants, brand new security measures as well. So if you've not been to B&A, say in a year, because not everybody flies all the time. If you haven't been over there in the past year or so, please take extra time if you're going to go. Everything has changed, from the security check-ins to the parking to where you drop off and pick up. It is a very different place than it was a couple of years ago. Well, today is Columbus Day and Indigenous People Day. Post offices, most banks, and federal institutions will be closed because of this federal holiday. Other state or local institutions like your local DMV and libraries may also be closed. But some businesses like FedEx Ground, as well as UPS, some local schools and restaurants may continue to operate, or at the very least just have modified hours. Let's hear from Greg Belvis now. A look at your forecast as people are getting started here with a brand new work week. People want to know, is it jacket weather yet? Is that what we're facing here at this point?
We are facing that, and we just showed the live look at B&A.
Yeah.
I was there like 6 hours ago.
Okay.
And I was there a couple weeks ago. Totally different looking. So I will tell you, like you mentioned, the security, even if you are TSA, this is the first I've ever had TSA pre-check in my entire life.
Oh, wow.
Never had it.
Yeah.
Took quite a bit longer than it typically does. You walk in, you get through.
Yeah.
So if you're planning to go to the airport, give yourself a lot of extra time, just because we're getting everything figured out.
Yeah.
We're changing everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Routine
weather.
is changing.
We have got the jacket weather. Justin, you are so right about that. Walking out the door this morning, I had the suit jacket on, and I was like, ooh, this is still a little bit chilly. You want to have maybe the pants and light coat going. Cool mornings here today and tomorrow. Temperatures upper 40s to low 50s. Right side of your screen, Lebanon, you're at 50. We got Brentwood, it's 50. We have Columbia at 51. Seasonable afternoons. What does Future Track tell us? I pushed the button, y'all. We got nothing that we have to worry about today and tomorrow other than the cool. We will be in the 40s to right near 50 this morning and tomorrow morning. And then we do get warmer going into Wednesday and Thursday. Hour by hour, we get ourselves up to 72 degrees later on this afternoon. 7-day forecast. There'll be 2 days where we could hit the 80-degree mark, Thursday and Friday. And then a cool front moves in, brings in some rain for Friday, and puts us into the 60s for high temperatures for Saturday and Sunday. Fall has arrived.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get a quick look over at I-24. This is at Briley Parkway. No problem with the drive out there this morning. We're doing okay so far. No major accidents in any direction. We're doing really well out there for your drive so far this morning. Here are your drive times. Looking good no matter where you're coming from here. Mount Juliet coming in clean at 26 minutes. Murfreesboro, 47 minutes. Franklin, 27 minutes in from the south. We'll let you know if anything changes. Let's talk about what's going on over in Afghanistan. That's where workers are now digging through the rubble of an entire village that was flattened by an earthquake this weekend. Now, the tremors rocked a densely populated region in western Afghanistan, very close to the border with Iran. The country's Taliban government says that the death toll has already surpassed 2,400 people. Thousands more are hurt, and hundreds remain trapped beneath the buildings and other between the buildings there. Aid agencies and non-governmental groups are appealing to companies and countries for a little bit more help, but only a handful have stepped up so far. Well, coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to take a look at some of the sports highlights, and that includes Vanderbilt's fall to Florida. Stay with us. 4:23 is the time. The Vanderbilt Commodores get out to a strong start, picking up wins in their first couple of games of the season. But then after that, oh boy, it's not been good. The Commodores have been dropping several games here. As a matter of fact, their last 5 in a row. That includes Saturday's trip to the Swamp. Vanderbilt out to a quick start as their running back gets outside and gets to the end zone for the touchdown here. Quick 7-0 lead. The Doors respond shortly after. Quarterback Ken Sales hits wide receiver Will Shepard, and there he goes. He'll get away for an 85-yard touchdown. That'll tie the game at 7 apiece. After that, it was all Gators. Florida's quarterback Graham Mertz finished up with 254 yards, 3 touchdowns. Florida wins over Vandy in a big way, 38-14.
Tough game, tough result. I got a team that's beat up mentally, physically, emotionally right now. We got to commit to, by the time we're back in Nashville, getting our jaw set and preparing for the 8th game of the season.
That 8th game, by the way, not going to be an easy one. Vanderbilt will be hosting undefeated Georgia next week. Game is at 11 a.m. over on West End. Well, you can get your latest news right at your fingertips. Always be in the know by downloading our free app. You can get it by scanning the QR code right there on your screen right now. You can use your phone to do so. You can just scan that QR code. It'll take you to a place where you can get our app downloaded so you can stay in the know about the latest information happening here in the Mid-State and beyond. Let's talk to Grant Velbus. He's got a look at your forecast here on this Monday.
That we do, and we're always watching for anything that could get in your way to start off a day, whether it's rain, whether it's fog. We're watching for anything that could cause you concern. I'm seeing neither of those anywhere right now that we have to worry about. Could there be a patch or two? Yes. But visibility tracker showing us not a whole lot going on here this morning here on a Monday, which is good. And we are cool. And here's a confirmation of that right now. A live look downtown, you can see we got a nice crystal clear image of downtown and all the action that has been happening here. If you've been living here for a long time, you know that this skyline just continues to fluctuate and become more and more substantial. Taking a look, cool mornings. We have the right side of your screen, 40s to right near 50 degrees. Seasonable afternoons. What does that mean? That's a term here at 4:30 where you go, I don't need to go Google that. It just means that we're close to where we're supposed to be this time of the year. Next weekend, we're going to see our next weather maker move in. Late Thursday into Friday and wrapping up early on Saturday. As we go into 4:30, I'll have a look at future track for you and look at your 7-day forecast within just minutes from right now.
Steer clear traffic for you this morning. Let's get out to I-40 at White Bridge Road. This is over in the West Nashville area. We got one truck that's sleeping. Other than that, you're good to go out there. Sometimes we see 7 or 8 trucks over there on the shoulder. Not this morning, though. Fairly quiet start across the mid-state. Of course, we're here to keep you updated live through 9 with the latest traffic information. Well, Nashville SC on the final stretch of the MLS season. The boys in gold wrapped up their final road match last night, finishing in a scoreless draw against the Philadelphia Union. Now, the good news is Nashville SC has already clinched a playoff spot. They were also able to pick up a point with this particular game. They ended in a draw. Their point total for the season now at 46. Nashville will return home to Geodis Park to host their final 2 opponents of the regular season. First, New England coming in on Sunday, followed by the New York Red Bulls the following week. Well, coming up right here on Fox 17 News this morning, we're going to have Vanderbilt University's statement on the war in Israel, and it has some very mixed reaction. We're going to tell you why some people may be a little aggravated.
Local reaction on those attacks on Israel. Coming up, I'll tell you about an event happening tonight to show support.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
Right now on Fox 17 News This Morning, a well-known business headquarters moving to Tennessee. We're going to tell you why a gun maker is drawing some big attention. Greg?
Waking up this morning, here 2 live looks. Bottom right-hand side of your screen, Lower Broadway wrapping up after a weekend here, and then the top left-hand side of your screen, a crystal clear picture of downtown. How long will stay clear before the next weather maker?
Steer clear traffic this morning at I-24 at Briley Parkway. We are off to a fantastic start out there. Nice traffic for you this morning, but when will that change? We've got the details coming up in a few. Well, thank you for joining us here on Fox 17 News this morning. It is a Monday morning, October the 9th. I'm Justin McFarland. We're going to begin as we continue to follow the conflict between Israel and Hamas. More than 1,000 people are dead in a newly declared war between the 2 groups. It is now sparking strong reaction from our local leaders. Fox 17 News' Jackie Del Pilar live over in West Nashville with how some of the local Jewish leadership is responding to these attacks.
Well, Justin, the Jewish Federation of Greater Nashville says they are just stricken with grief over all of this, and they have started an event. They're planning an event for this evening to help show support. Here are the details for the event. It's happening where I am here at the Gordon Community Center. It starts at 7 o'clock tonight. It's a solidarity rally to support Israel and its people in this time of war. Now, this event is open to the public, but you are asked to register online beforehand. You can see a link on your screen there. Now, the Jewish Federation shared a statement over the weekend saying this is a time to stand with Israel and its people and to put all differences aside. We spoke with a local rabbi who says Israel and the entire Jewish community need support right now.
Given the thousands of years of persecution of Jews, that what people should know is that their Jewish friends, even if they are not in Israel, are hurting and are fearful when things like this happen, and non-Jews are silent.
Now, the Jewish Federation of Greater Nashville has posted a GoFundMe link. They say that's to give direct support for their partners on the ground in Israel. Coming up in this newscast, we have a live interview with the Jewish Federation to learn more. Reporting live in West Nashville, I'm Jackie Del Pilar with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
All right, Jackie, thank you so much. We want to know what you think about this. Should the United States get involved with the Israeli-Palestinian war that is taking place? So far, 65% of you say no, 34% of you say yes. More than 4,000 people have reacted to this. If you want to chime in for yourself, you can do so on our Fox Nashville post. You can find us at X, or of course, that is the social media network formerly known as Twitter. Well, Vanderbilt University's Chancellor, Dr. David Diermeyer, is also releasing a quick statement on what happened in this attack between Israel and Hamas. Now, the chancellor of the university says the deeply layered and nuanced complexity of today's incident reminds us that we must denounce violence, hate, and prejudice in all forms and remain steadfast in our communities, in our commitment to an open discourse and compassionate, supportive environment. Now, that particular statement drew some anger from the majority of Facebook posters who said that they believe the statement was not nearly strong enough in support of Israel, nor denouncing the actions of Hamas. Now, one person writing, if you can't outright stand against killing babies in their beds and kidnapping civilians, maybe it's better to be silent. A few others trying to appreciate the chancellor's approach, posting, well done, Chancellor. Victims on both sides of the wall. Vanderbilt tells Fox 17 News that they thankfully do not have any students or faculty traveling in Israel right now that they are aware of. Let's try to focus in on the forecast here. Greg Boba is standing by with a look at your Monday and get us set for the rest of the week.
Yeah, let's get us going here. Let's come back home, bring it back right here to Middle Tennessee and take a look at your Code Red threat level, and we're going to keep it all clear here. This is pumpkin season, I'm telling you. We're only a couple of weeks away. Do you have your costume ready? Do the kids? We're not that far away from Halloween, and it's starting to feel nice and cool. Late week rain, going to be there late Thursday into Friday, but no severe weather, no aggressive heat or cold. But here's what it looks like. The bigger the bar, the better the rain chance. You can see, looking at the 3 days, late this week into the weekend, Friday is the one where we have the best chance for rain in the forecast. Let's get some lunch outside. Whether I'm with you or not, let's just all go and have some lunch outside at some point later on today, because we're going to be in the 60s comfortable. We've got the fall sweaters, the fall jackets. We've got all the good things feeling for us here. Your 7-day forecast and a look ahead to a few more things coming straight your way in just a few minutes. Justin and I are going to have you covered throughout the entire morning. Right now, he's got you covered in steer clear traffic.
All right, steer clear traffic takes us downtown Nashville this morning. Let's go to I-40. This is at Church Street. Over on the west side of the downtown loop. We're looking nice over there this morning. This is not a look I give you very often. However, this time of the morning, it's lit. You know, and I don't mean like it's lit like the lingo lit. I mean like there's lighting over there. Which is why you're able to kind of see things. So traffic moving along without any problems this morning. We'll, of course, keep you updated here throughout the morning. Let's get to business news this morning. The gun manufacturer Smith & Wesson celebrated the grand opening of its brand new headquarters. This happened in Maryville, Tennessee over the weekend. Now, Maryville is located right there on the map. We made it here for you. Over in Blount County, that is just south of Knoxville. The new headquarters comes after the company chose to move from its longtime home in Massachusetts. They were looking for a more gun-friendly state. Now, Smith & Wesson have been located in Springfield, Massachusetts since the 1800s, but said that the proposed legislation within that state would have banned their manufacturing. The gun maker made the $125 million relocation plan just a couple of years ago. Smith & Wesson says that its brand new headquarters here in Tennessee would create hundreds of brand new jobs. Well, coming up right here on Fox 17 News this morning, a push for psychedelics has been vetoed in California. The medical applications that it could allow in the future. We're going to tell you more about that coming up in a few.
Stay connected. Get Fox 17.
4:39 is the time. A live look this morning from Jerusalem. There at the Wailing Wall there in Jerusalem. That is where many people have now gathered to pray and to take time to reflect. This is after that attack that has happened there in Israel as a result of the conflict, ongoing conflict, by the way, with the Palestine as well as Hamas that is launching that attack, where thousands of people so far, or at least over 1,000 people have died and more than 100 hostages have been taken. Again, this live look coming from Jerusalem. The United States has already pledged their support to the country of Israel. We will continue to have reaction throughout the morning. The governor of California, Gavin Newsom, has now vetoed several high-profile bills yesterday, including one that would have decriminalized the personal possession of mushrooms and other psychedelics. Now, he says he does support the use for the treatments of the conditions like depression and PTSD. But first, he says the state needs to set up a regulated treatment guideline in order to avoid misuse of these types of drugs. He's also calling on state lawmakers to send a new bill next year that includes that particular request. But even if California makes it a law, the drugs would still be under illegal federal law so far here across the country. And that includes things like marijuana, which, by the way, are also illegal under federal law. Let's talk to Greg Bulbis. He's got a look at your forecast here this morning on this Monday.
Justin, you want to save some money? I've got a good little note for you here. We can leave the air conditioner off the next couple of days. The AC can stay off today, tomorrow, all the way through Thursday. Now, Thursday and Friday, we're going to get a little bit warmer. We'll be right near 80 degrees, but today and tomorrow will be in the 70s. And then the weekend, we're going to be in the 60s for high temperatures. So we've got a lot of weather makers moving in here over the course of this week. Most of them keep us dry. They just kind of switch our temperature pattern a little bit here throughout this week. So keep that in mind. But as far as starting off here on your Monday, no fog. We have no rain. Temperatures right side of your screen all the way through 9 a.m. are in the upper 40s to low 50s. Tomorrow morning will be very similar. So we're dressing in fall clothes here for us today. Or maybe you have the day off, given the federal holiday. We'll work you through the rest of the week coming up here in a few minutes.
Steer clear traffic for you this morning. Let's get out to I-40 at Donaldson Pike. This is close to the airport. Traffic moving along just fine. Of course, things do get very busy at the airport this time of the day. We've got to look here outside where things are fine for right now, but the traffic is expected to back up onto the interstate by the end of this morning. Also, we're going to have a look inside of the airport. That's coming up here in the next few minutes, so stay with us on Fox 17 News this morning. Well, also coming up, a medical trial aiming to protect pregnant mothers and babies from medication problems. Medical reporter Liz Bonus has got the details on that.
Team coverage on local issues.
4:44 is the time here on this Monday morning. There is a breakthrough trial that is one of the first of its kind in the nation to try and help the United States learn a lot more about how medical and medication impacts may be on mothers and babies during pregnancies. Medical reporter Liz Bonus tells us how it could protect the littlest of lives.
Hey there, everybody. 8 in 10 women are exposed to or use a medication during pregnancy, and up to half use 3 or more medications in this time. And we really don't know if they are safe.
Now, whether these be medications for nausea and vomiting, headaches, bowel dysfunction, asthma.
Maternal fetal medicine specialist Dr. Kara Rude says while most pregnant women would rather not take a medication in pregnancy,
There's many, many, many different medical conditions that we are encountering within our pregnant population.
So Dr. Rude's team at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center and College of Medicine, which provided this video, has just received a $4.5 million grant to help monitor effects of medications during pregnancy from the National Institutes of Health. As part of the trial, pregnant women at risk for preeclampsia will be the first to be enrolled in the trial. Preeclampsia can often lead to early delivery due to complications from high blood pressure. Since most are given aspirin to try and prevent these complications, blood markers then can help us understand
how does this medication work? What effect does it have on the placenta? But not only does one dose, what does the other dose do? So you can actually gather more information about what might be the optimal dose.
The hope then is that in the future, this would provide a safe study model for other medications as well. At a time when life is so fragile, even an aspirin might have an impact. Now, since every medication is about body benefit versus risk, this team saying until we do know more, make sure to have an important conversation about this topic with your women's health provider. I'm medical reporter Liz Bonus. Back to you.
West Maui is now open to tourists as of yesterday. The move comes around 2 months after wildfires tore through the island and devastated the small town there. Now, residents are in the spirit about trying to welcome people back, but they're also very cautious about it as well as they continue to grieve for the 97 people who died. Hawaii's governor is warning of the lasting damages to local businesses and the state's economy if they don't reopen that area. According to state officials, tourism makes up about 20% of the GDP there in Hawaii and about 80% for the island of Maui. Well, also in Hawaii, we're talking about Kilauea. That volcano has set off hundreds of small earthquakes in the last 24-hour period, beginning on Friday. Experts say an increase in seismic activity is to blame, although Kilauea is showing increased inflation at the summit like it did prior to the last eruption that took place back in September. The volcano has not erupted as of last night, but people could still be impacted by the potential hazardous level of volcanic gas. At about 320 earthquakes, rockfall could also happen there as well into the valleys and even into the ocean. So we'll watch and see what happens. Someone else who's watching to see what happens in the skies is Greg Bobus. He's joining us right now with a look at the forecast right here in the mid-state to tell us how we are sliding into fall ever so carefully.
We are. It really was that gradual little fall day by day. Yeah. And now here we are. We're in sweater weather. We've got no rain to worry about. So maybe you need a car wash. You want to have it looking nice and good here. But you also want to get the bang for your buck if you're going to go for a car wash and spend the money on it. I'll never tell you a day to go do it where it's not going to give you at least 3 or 4 days until things change. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday all look great. Right side of your screen. Current temperatures are in the upper 40s and low 50s. We are on our way to the 70s later on this afternoon. Pretty good looking. I'd say go for it. Now, here's the one thing, though. We're going to be dry today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. The problem is we need rain. So we need those good rounds of rain that come in but don't give us severe weather. It's the last thing we want. Thursday into Friday and Saturday, and this is our drought monitor. Anyone that has a color on the map is in a drought, at least at some point. Yellow just means we're a little too dry. Need a little more rain. The tan areas are areas that really need some rain. So the more south we go, the drier we are. We will get that rain here late Thursday into Friday and Saturday. You can get the Fox 17 Code Red weather app right there by scanning that QR code or going to the App Store, whether you're an Apple user or an Android user, and you can get it when you're on the go, because you will want to track a little bit of rain here when we go into Friday. And look at the ups and downs in temperature. 70s today through Wednesday, then 80s, then 60s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 50s, 40s at night. A lot of fluctuation you can track in real time using that app.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get to I-24 at Haywood Lane. This is over on the south and east side of Nashville this morning. No problems as you get out the door. We're doing pretty well, actually, in both directions out that way. Of course, things are always subject to change. We got you covered. Steer clear traffic live and local with you through 9 o'clock this morning. We'll let you know what we find. Let's talk about business news from around the mid-state here this morning. Working conditions as well as patient safety are behind possible walkouts, and it's happening possibly over at Walgreens. Reports indicate that employees at 500 of the 8,600 Walgreens across the country could walk off their jobs. Some of them are technicians, even pharmacists. They're concerned that workloads are affecting patient safety, such as fulfilling prescriptions and administering COVID vaccinations. One pharmacy associate member says that the root problem deals with not committing dollars to hiring the right staff. Walgreens says it has made significant boosts to pharmacist salaries and hiring bonuses in order to keep good staff. We'll see what happens. $100 million. That's how much money MGM Resorts believes it will lose because of September's cyber attack. Now, the company made the prediction in an SEC filing this week, saying that third quarter finances will take the biggest hit. The attack sent MGM's Vegas Strip operation into chaos and crippled its properties across the nation. The company's CEO is now assuring customers that the hackers did not steal any bank accounts or credit card numbers, but did say that the social security and passport numbers may have been compromised. Well, haunted houses will not be the only thing that could scare you this September. You may also see some price fright. Now, there's some brand new data that shows Halloween spending has been increasing over the past few years. According to the National Retail Federation, Americans spent roughly $10 billion back in 2021 on Halloween. Last year, that number jumped to $10.6 billion. The report shows that people spend their money on candy. Next in line is decorations, and then last but not least is costumes out there. I know a lot of people, especially those pet costumes, people are really, really psyched up about that. But coming up right here on Fox 17 News this morning, if you're already missing baseball, there's a chance to snag some tickets for an event that will open up next year that is honestly just bananas. We'll explain. And did someone win the Mega Millions jackpot? Yes, they did, but Powerball is still out there on the table. We're going to tell you about the third highest lottery in history and your odds of winning and what they really are.
Opioid crisis money.
4:55 is the time. Live look there across Lower Broadway. As you can see, everything is still out there this morning. We are still, of course, getting set for a very busy week here in the city of Nashville, as every week is busy. We've got the very latest look on the activities as well as your forecast. It's all coming up here in the next few minutes.
So let's do it, Justin. Get right into that forecast here on your Monday morning, getting you up and out the door. And I'm already looking at the weekend because we got to get you all the way through Monday through Friday and get you toward the weekend. We're going to have ups and downs right side of your screen. Temperatures right now we're in the upper 40s and low 50s. This weekend, we're going to have upper 40s and low 50s for nights once again. Look at the high temperatures this weekend. 65 on Saturday, 62 on Sunday. Now, the best chance for rain, and it's a small one, it really is small, very early in the day, would be on Saturday, of all times to have any rain for your upcoming weekend. Make your plans for the afternoon Saturday and the evening and all day Sunday, and you'll be fine and you'll be good to go. You can always connect. Facebook, meteorologist Greg Bopus. That's where you can submit your dogs of the day, which we're going to meet here going into the 5 o'clock hour. You can also go to Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. These days, I don't care. Taking a look at Instagram, too. You can always go there. I'm going to touch base with you guys and give you your 7-day forecast as soon as we start our 5 o'clock half hour.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get started here at 65 and Armory Drive. There on the south side of town, everything is moving along just fine. No big problems for you in either direction there. Of course, we will watch the roads here for you. We're also watching out near the airport as we are expecting backups there at BNA throughout the morning as well on to I-40. But so far, we have not seen that this morning. We'll continue to watch it here for you, let you know what we find. Well, if you want to mark your calendars right now, you can do so as baseball will be getting wild over at First Horizon Park yet again as the Savannah Bananas are going to be returning coming up here next summer. Now, the Bananas are set to play the Firefighters coming up in June of 2024. If you don't know the deal with the Savannah Bananas, they're sort of a kooky exhibition baseball team showing off their skills and getting silly with it. Think the Harlem Globetrotters comes to baseball. Fans can expect the trademark banana ball entertainment, some of the tricks and a lot more treats as well. This entire 3-game series will be happening on June 13th, 14th, and 15th of next year. A link to the ticket lottery, because you can't just go buy them. They're going to sell out quickly. The ticket lottery is on our website right now at fox17.com. Well, speaking of lottery, the already historic Powerball jackpot is now climbing once again. There were no big winners in Saturday night's drawing for the $1.4 billion prize. Today's drawing is estimated to be around $1.5 billion. That's still the third largest prize in the game's history. The lottery says the chances of you winning the grand prize are around 1 in 292 million. So there's a chance, right? No one has matched all 6 of the Powerballs or all 6 of the regular numbers plus the Powerball that has been needed to win the grand prize since July the 19th. So good luck if you decide to spend that $2 to play. While bears in Alaska are busy trying to get a little fat on them for the winter hibernation, one in Florida is relaxing on a boat. The owner of a towboat in Naples, Florida, shot this video last week. It's a black bear walking around on a docked boat at a local marina. Todd Dillman says he has seen a lot of animals there, alligators, pythons, but never a bear on the boat. Experts say bears can smell food more than a mile away. It's unusual for the hunt. It's usually in the hunt for an easy meal to bring them into areas habited by humans. So listen, keep the food wrapped up or else a bear could be visiting you. What I didn't know is, do bears know how to swim in deep water like that? I've seen them swim in rivers, but they're in the ocean out there. Our 5 o'clock hour starts right now.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
The war on Israel, what our local elected officials are calling for as it escalates.
Forecast here, we are definitely into fall, but we have a few ebbs and flows when it comes to temperature. 70s, 80s, 60s, they're all in the 7-day. We'll track it in your forecast.
All right, Greg, thank you so much. And thank you for joining us here on Fox 17 News this morning. I'm Justin McFarland. Jen Waddell has the day off. She has the week off. But I will be here to keep you up to date with all the news and information happening across the mid-state. To kick off this Monday, here are the top 3 things you need to know. We begin with Israel's defense minister, who has now ordered a complete siege on the Gaza Strip with no electricity, food, or fuel. The announcement comes more than 2 days after Hamas launched an unprecedented strike from Gaza. More than 1,000 people have died. President Biden has already offered full U.S. support to Israel so far. Now, the GOP race to find a brand new Speaker of the House after Kevin McCarthy's historic ouster last week is also adding a small wrinkle to this. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise of Louisiana and Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan, those 2 men right there, are the 2 candidates that are looking to replace McCarthy. They are also set to make pitches to fellow Republicans at a closed-door conference discussion later today, followed by a forum on Tuesday, and then an internal election that will take place on Wednesday. By the way, there are still some key members of the House who are getting briefings about the situation over in Israel. Normally those types of things would be going to the Speaker of the House, but since there is no Speaker right now, others are having to fill in that gap. And entering week 4 of the United Auto Workers strike as the union continues to push for automakers to cave. The UAW is seeking pay raises of at least 36% over 4 years and other benefits. The union says Ford has offered wage hikes of around 23% over the next 4 years. GM and Stellantis are at around 20% worth of increase. Well, the conflict sparking strong reaction from our local leaders. And again, we're talking about that conflict between Hamas and Israel. Let's hear it now from Jackie Del Pilar. She's live for us this morning in West Nashville. She was talking to some members of our local Jewish community about their strong response to this.
Good morning, Justin. Yes, we are hearing from leaders in our local Jewish community and from our elected leaders. A lot of folks sounding off this weekend immediately after those attacks on Israel. Now, our local elected leaders, these are our U.S. representatives, have signed off on a letter to President Joe Biden. They are they're urging his administration to support Israel in all ways. They're asking for the U.S. to provide weapons for Israel and asking the U.S. to punish terrorists. Now, as for our local Jewish community leaders, they say they're devastated by these attacks, and they are praying for people on both sides, both Palestinians and Israelis, as a lot of these folks are community members like you and I who didn't ask for anything like this to happen. They say they are praying for everyone in the war zone.
My heart goes out to the average Palestinian living under the tyranny of Hamas terrorism in the Gaza Strip, and their humanity is similarly in my heart and mind at this moment.
Now, if you are looking for ways to support the Jewish community and the folks in Israel, there is an event planned here tonight. I have details on that coming up in about 30 minutes. Reporting live in West Nashville, I'm Jackie Del Pilar with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Good morning. 5:04 is your time here on a Monday, and we're waking up to a very fall-like week. We talked about it last week where we were going to have the slow stair-step down into cooler temperatures, and we are here. We are cool, right side of your screen, upper 40s and low 50s. Look at that right now. We are at 44 degrees in Smyrna. We're talking about temperatures that are going to be up to 73 later on this afternoon, but right now, current temps are cool across the board. We have cool mornings the entire week. Now, they'll get a little bit warmer Thursday into Friday, back into the 50s to right near 60, but today and tomorrow, this is definitely sweater weather. Taking a look here, seasonable afternoons. What does that mean? It means this time of the year, we're going to have temperatures kind of where they're supposed to be for the first couple days of this week. 73 today, 74 tomorrow, 80 on Thursday, and 81 degrees on Friday.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get a good look here at I-40 at 46th Avenue. This is over in the West Nashville area. As you can see, traffic moving along without any problems. We're doing fine out there this morning. No big problems in either direction. Had a very busy weekend that we're about to get into in a minute. But right now, your traffic getting out the door could not be better in either direction out there. Please keep in mind as well, fall break does continue for a number of communities out there. Of course, today is also a federal holiday. Indigenous people / Columbus Day is today. So a lot of businesses and maybe even school systems may not be open today. We're going to check into that, let you know what we find with the latest with Steer Clear Traffic live and local with you through 9. A fiery single car crash on Sunday kills 3 people just before 3 a.m. happened on I-24 westbound near Hickory Hollow Parkway. That's in the Antioch area. Investigators say that a Kia went off the road and struck a tree near the exit. The vehicle went up in flames. The 3 people inside that car did die. The medical examiner's office is now trying to identify those particular victims. Well, the horse stable owner accused of assaulting a teenage girl is due back in court this morning. We're going to tell you what a judge will decide.
This Fox 17.
5:09 is the time. In Operation Crime and Justice, a horse stable owner and operator from Rutherford County charged with the rape of a minor will be back in court this morning. We're talking about Jason Lancaster, of course. His bond is now set at $1 million. Lancaster is accused of assaulting a teenage girl who worked at his Pinnacle Stables. Lancaster also has a criminal history of soliciting sex from minors. That conviction was expunged more than a decade ago, according to the Murfreesboro Post. 20 malnourished horses were also removed from that particular property and are now being rehabilitated elsewhere. We will be following this story throughout the morning and let you know what a judge decides. Another high-end store gets robbed at the Green Hills Mall. 4 thieves stole thousands of dollars worth of goods, this time from the Louis Vuitton store. Take a look, everyone. Metro Police are still trying to find exactly who is responsible. They believe these 3 people right here, or 4 actually, are the people that they are looking for. They have these surveillance pictures from back on September the 14th. Police believe they were involved in other recent retail thefts from around the city as well. Officers were able to arrest 43-year-old Michael Parrish. They were able to arrest him after security tackled him there at the mall. A reminder, they're still trying to find the people responsible for the Gucci thefts that happened at Green Hills Mall a few weeks ago. Let's talk to Greg Bovis. He's got a look at your forecast.
Yeah, taking a look. You're getting up out the door. Chirp, chirp. I heard a lot of crickets over the weekend. And you can kind of tell the weather. We talked about this in the spring and the fall especially, when they're a little more active. You can actually gauge what the temperature is outside by doing a little bit of simple math. Just sit there and put that little stopwatch on your Apple phone and go, okay, count the amount of chirps you get for 15 seconds. You add 40 degrees to that number that you get. So say you get 20 chirps in 15 seconds, you add 40 to it, it'll be right around 60 degrees. And then you look at your phone and you go, ooh. Accurate way, believe it or not, to actually get close to your current temperature. Current temps right side of your screen. We're in the upper 40s to right near 50 degrees today. No weather to worry about getting up and out the door. We're going to look ahead to the rest of this week and plan out the upcoming weekend and find out the next chance to hit 80, but also the next day that might not even get into the 60s for high temperatures.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get started over at I-40 at the Donaldson Pike exit. That's for BNA. And as expected, here it is. The backup is real this morning if you're trying to get off at the Nashville International Airport exit there. You can see the slow traffic back behind, trailing all the way on to the interstate itself. You can always use exit 216B if you would like as the best way to steer clear of that particular drive out there for you this morning. We will let you know when things ease up. But again, we expected this. We knew this was going to go on here this morning. So it happens typically on Thursdays, Fridays, and Mondays around this time of the morning as so many people are trying to catch flights. Well, coming up, a very hot topic in Washington as lawmakers struggle over government funding. And we're going to tell you why the House doesn't have a speaker quite yet. Plus a live look there inside of Nashville International Airport. Ooh, look at that. Boy, it's a lot more people than the last time we saw this shot about an hour ago. This is after a very busy week in Nashville and another busy week up in front of us. We've got the latest details when we come back. Good grief.
I had just gotten off work.
5:15 is the time. House lawmakers return to Washington this week, and even though they have less than 6 weeks to go to come up with a plan to fund the government, their first item of business will be to nominate and then vote on a brand new Speaker of the House. National correspondent Christine Fazal takes a look at exactly how we got here and what will happen next.
The ouster of the Speaker of the House for the first time in U.S. history was primarily about one issue, says the man who led the charge.
Removing Kevin McCarthy wasn't personal. It was necessary because he had failed to adhere to the spending guardrails that we'd established.
Those spending guardrails reportedly put into place to try to push forth major spending cuts Conservatives concerned about the $33 trillion debt they say keeps growing with the passage of under-the-gun omnibus spending bills and continuing resolutions. They instead want 12 narrowly focused spending bills passed before the start of the fiscal year, which hasn't been done in decades.
We need to get back to that single subject spending budgeting process immediately.
Congressman Matt Gaetz says he likes both Ohio's Jim Jordan and Louisiana's Steve Scalise, and will vote for whichever candidate's views on spending most closely align with his. Some argue the debate is not just reverberating in Washington.
These skyrocketing interest rates that have made it difficult to purchase a car, a house, you name it. We're paying the price right now because Congress can't control spending.
Democrats who hold the majority in the Senate, though, arguing for urgent needs that require investment by U.S. tax dollars.
Supporting Ukraine and defending itself by this outrageous authoritarian invasion. Funding our government so that we can invest in the things from science and research all the way to infrastructure and healthcare.
Meanwhile, there's a growing effort for something most did not see coming: the push to reinstate Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the House. It will add a complicated layer to the battles on Capitol Hill in the weeks ahead. I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.
Well, new this morning, flying continues to pick up over at Nashville International Airport, as the airport also has a brand new look, by the way. Our photojournalist, Kevin Mumphrey, is on the scene right now. And take a look, everyone. I mean, it is very busy over there. And I say this all the time. The busiest part of Nashville this time of the day by far is Nashville International Airport. It is bustling with hundreds of and thousands of people even who are making their way up and around. I can tell you that some people are in town for conventions. For instance, I looked this up from the Music City Center. The American Bankers Association annual convention is in town right now. It's bringing 1,500 people in. Then later in the week, the Association for the Advancement of Blood and Biotherapies will be in town. They're bringing 4,000 people for that convention alone. Also at Bridgestone Arena, of course, there's several things going on. Tonight, the Jonas Brothers are in town for one of their concerts. Later in the week, they're going to have John Mayer in town. That's on Wednesday night. Then, of course, the Seattle Kraken taking on the Nashville Predators. That game is Thursday. They're at Bridgestone Arena. So are all these people in town for those events? Well, I guarantee somebody is coming in through BNA for one of those events I just mentioned. Also, a lot of these folks are headed home after a busy weekend here in Nashville. There's always something going on. Let's get to Greg Bovish right now. Look at your forecast.
Yeah, and I was mentioning to you earlier that I was there yesterday.
Yeah.
I was there on Thursday. It is a completely busier situation that I've seen in past months of trying to travel places.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, what we just saw right there, that's kind of the new norm, it feels like.
It is the new normal for Nashville.
It really does feel like it. As far as the temperatures go, the new normal is going to be cooler.
Yes.
So get the sweaters out.
It's October. It should be.
Get the jackets out. Get the sweaters out. Say goodbye to summer and say hello to fall. You're going to be seeing leaves changing very quickly here in the next couple of days and weeks, moving ourselves into the November month, but today, nice, right side of your screen. We're gonna be in the 70s later on this afternoon. Coffee cast for us. Get that cup of coffee, enjoy it. Grab the warm mug to go. You won't need the AC in the car because we have temperatures that will go from the 40s to 56 by 9 a.m. Our sunrise is not for over an hour and a half. We're getting closer and closer to 7 a.m. for our sunrise. That's why in about 3 weeks, we do the whole fall back thing that we do. Taking a look, sunset 6:19 later on this afternoon into the evening hours. So we're squeezing that daylight, and that's when we're getting a little bit cooler here. The less sun you get, the less temperature you typically have. That's why we get cooler in the winter. 73 degrees today, 74 tomorrow, 79 degrees on Wednesday, and then we do get a little bit warmer for Thursday and Friday. The next big weather maker is on Friday. We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get started. We looked inside the airport a few moments ago. This is outside the airport, I-40 at Donaldson Pike. It's a bit of a slowdown as you get out there towards B&A this morning. Glad to see no major accidents out there to greet you as we continue to watch that area north, south, east, and west around the city. We're doing fine so far this morning. We'll let you know about anything that could slow you down. Keep in mind, today is a federal holiday. It's Columbus Day / Indigenous People Day. So a number of federal agencies may be closed today because of this holiday. Let's talk about what's going on in Afghanistan. That's where workers are digging through the rubble of an entire village that was flattened by earthquakes that happened this weekend. Now, the tremors rocked a densely populated region in the western part of Afghanistan, very close to the border with Iran. The country's Taliban government says the death toll has already passed 2,400 people. Thousands more are hurt and hundreds more are trapped beneath buildings. Aid agencies and non-governmental groups are now appealing to countries to try and get some help, but so far, only a handful have actually stepped up. Well, coming up right here on Fox 17 News this morning, the Tennessee Titans caught the L over the weekend. We've got the best and the worst from their loss against the Colts. Plus, we'll tell you about their upcoming games, including the big one over in London.
Lowe's.
5:24 is the time. The Tennessee Titans looking for their very first division and road win of the season, and they're going to have to wait because they didn't get it yesterday. Titans got off to a strong start with the opening drive. They went up 3-0, but then after that, it turned into the Zach Moss show. As he went to the end zone for the touchdown, that run was around 56 yards. He would finish with well over 100 for the day. That would make it 7-3. Titans then forced to kick another field goal. Nick Folk has played well, tell you that much. That one was from 53. Then the Colts, well, they didn't get far on that one. That is their star quarterback, Anthony Richardson, who went down with a shoulder injury on that play. He would not return. So it would be Gardner Minshew who would come in, and he would do well. But first, you're going to see Titans running back. Nice move there by Titans running back Tajay Spears, who's able to get the 19-yard touchdown run. After that, Titans take the lead. Then the Colts come back again. That's Zach Moss again. They can't do anything with him. He scores a touchdown. They go up 17-13. They go to the fourth quarter. Crucial play here. The Titans could take the lead with a touchdown, but no. Derrick Henry is denied on 4th and 1, and the Colts salt the rest of the game away. Titans lose 23-16, the final score there in Indianapolis. So, next up, Titans will try to put this one behind them. Then they'll travel overseas. They'll go to London to take on the Baltimore Ravens. After that, by the way, kickoff against the Ravens is at 8:30 a.m. next weekend. So don't look for the game at noon. It'll be over by then. The Titans then have their bye week before returning home to take on the Atlanta Falcons. That game is October 29th. By the way, Titans will be wearing the throwback Oilers jerseys on that particular day on the 29th. Then they've got a game with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then they've got a game against Tampa. Their next game against a division opponent is going to be November 19th against the Jaguars.
And taking a look here at your forecast. Now, we're not, again, talking about the Titans being home for quite some time. So taking a look at your weekend planner, that's not going to be on your weekend planner, but a lot of things that are happening. Then we'll talk about many of those. Justin mentioned quite a few just a little while ago. 65 degrees on your Saturday. 62 will be your temperature on Sunday. If you want any of the fall feelings, we have, Cheekwood. We've got places you can go to see fall events. You can get pumpkins. We'll talk about all the fall things here, but just know that Saturday is the day where there could be a shower or two that does pop up on the radar. By no means a guarantee. I'm not worried about any significant weather, but a shower or two is possible when you go Saturday, but then by Sunday we dry back out. You can always watch the radar on the Fox 17 Code Red weather app by scanning that QR code right there on your screen or going to either of the app stores. It downloads in about 10 seconds. You have our radar, you've got our hour-by-hour temperatures, and you have your 7-day forecast that we plug in specifically for you every day.
Steer clear traffic for you this morning. This is a live look at I-40 at 46th Avenue over on the west side of town. As you can see, traffic flowing along without any problems. We're doing okay out there for you on this particular Monday morning here, and we're glad that that is the case. We know traffic can be a bit much at times, but at least right now we're off to a good start. I-40 at Dallas and Pike as you make your way towards the airport. Things are a bit slow on that particular drive, but overall, you can get there if you give yourself some extra time to get out there to the airport. Overall drive times look like this. Hendersonville, 26 minutes. Murfreesboro, holding steady, 47 minutes. Kingston Springs, good morning to all of you out there, 27 minutes on that drive.
Showing support for the war in Israel, how you can help in an event tonight.
The fresh timer starts.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
Now on Fox 17 News This Morning, a well-known business moving its headquarters to Tennessee. We're going to tell you about the gun maker that's drawing some big attention.
Waking up this morning to a clear sky, and we are very cool. We have slipped into fall. How long we're going to be cool before we get back into the 80s coming up in your forecast.
Steer clear traffic this morning. That's I-40 at Spence Lane, just east of town. Traffic moving along without problems. We got your latest drive times coming up in the next few minutes, just after 5:30 here on your Monday morning. Thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 17 News This Morning. I'm Justin McFarland. We are going to begin with the very latest reaction that is happening across the mid-state. This is after that attack that happened in Israel over the weekend as Hamas launched rockets against an Israeli city, killing more than 1,000 people, and 100 more are being held captive. We are getting strong reaction from our local Jewish leaders. Let's get out to Fox 17 News' Jackie Del Pilar, live for us this morning in West Nashville, to tell us how that community is responding.
Good morning. The Jewish Federation of Greater Nashville is grief-stricken by all of this, and they say they stand with Israel and they're asking for prayers and support. In fact, they're hosting an event tonight for folks to be able to do just that. Here's the details on the event. It's happening here at the Gordon Community Center at 7 p.m. It's a solidarity rally to support Israel and its people in the time of war. Now, this event is open to the public, but you are asked to register online beforehand. We have a link on the screen there if you want to take a look at that. Now, the Jewish Federation shared a statement over the weekend saying this is a time to stand with Israel and its people to put all differences aside. We spoke with a rabbi who says Israel and the entire Jewish community needs support right now.
Given the thousands of years of persecution of Jews, that what people should know is that their Jewish friends, even if they are not in Israel, are hurting and are fearful when things like this happen, and non-Jews are silent.
Now, the Jewish Federation of Greater Nashville has also posted a GoFundMe link. You can find it on their Facebook page. They say all that money will go directly to support the folks on the ground in Israel doing the work and supporting folks out there. Now, we are going to be having a live interview with a representative from the Jewish community coming up later in this newscast. Stay tuned for that. Reporting live from West Nashville, I'm Jackie Del Pilar with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
All right, thank you, Jackie. Well, we wanted to get your opinion about this as well. Should the United States get involved in the war between Israel and Palestine? So far, 65% of you say no, 34% of you say yes. More than 4,000 people have voted on this particular issue so far. If you would like to weigh in for yourself, you can do so on our X page. You can find us at Fox Nashville.
And here we are at 5:34 on a Monday morning, a federal holiday. So hopefully a lot of you have the day off where you can just kind of wake up and slowly get through your morning. But if maybe part of your morning, even if you have to go to work, is just getting the morning run in before you start your day, Here you go, your jogging forecast for today. 47 degrees at 6 a.m., 48 at 7 o'clock, 52 at 8 a.m., and then 56 at 9. Cool the entire morning. You'll catch a little bit of a breeze. It is absolutely humidity-free air here for us this morning. Right side of your screen, current temps. They confirm what we've got going on here. We have temperatures that are in the 40s to right near 50. Look at that skyline. We're looking great here. No visibility problems. You're going to get tons of sunshine, so grab the sunglasses before you head out. Sunrise for us is going to be right around 6:50 this morning. We're in the 50-degree range downtown. We're much cooler when you get away from the metro area. Looking at your 7-day forecast, we'll call it 73 for later today, 74 degrees tomorrow, and then upper 70s to right near 80 for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get to I-24 Waldron Road. You can see traffic moving along out there. We're doing pretty well for that start on I-24. We know this drive, especially coming in from Rutherford County, can be a bit of a bear. This morning, though, we're fine so far, but the traffic is building. Please keep in mind there's a lot of variables today, including a lot of school systems taking fall break. Also, today is a federal holiday, but not everything is closed. So who's going to be on the road? It's going to be a very mixed bag. We've got you covered with Steer Clear Traffic live and local with you through 9. In business news this morning, gun manufacturer Smith & Wesson celebrated the grand opening of a brand new headquarters. This was in Maryville, Tennessee, happened over the weekend. Now, Smith & Wesson have been located in Springfield, Massachusetts since the 1800s, but said proposed legislation in that state would have stopped their manufacturing in that particular region of the country. The gun maker made a $125 million relocation plan back in 2021. Smith & Wesson says that its brand new headquarters over in East Tennessee would create hundreds of new jobs for that region. In just a few minutes, a push for psychedelics has been vetoed in California. We're going to tell you about the medical applications that it could be allowed for in the future. Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. 5:39 is the time. California Governor Gavin Newsom vetoed several high-profile bills yesterday, including one that would have decriminalized personal possession of mushrooms, and other psychedelics. Now, the governor says he does support the use for treatment on conditions like depression and PTSD. But first, he says the state needs to set up a regulated treatment guideline in order to make sure that the particular drugs are not misused. He is now calling on California state lawmakers to send a brand new bill next year that includes this particular request. But even if California does make a law that allows the drugs, they would still be illegal under federal law, just like marijuana is still illegal under federal law. Let's get to Greg Bobish right now. He's got a look at your forecast. We get started here on this Monday.
That we do, and a very nice looking week ahead of us here. A lot of cool weather. If you walk outside this morning and you've not been out early in the morning in the last couple of days, you're going to go, ooh, what is this? We're back into a fall pattern for morning temperatures with upper 40s and low 50s. We're going to stay that way today, tomorrow, and also into Wednesday. So what does that mean for breakfast time? It means 47 does not get us to 50 degrees until 8 o'clock this morning. Once we're past 8 o'clock, we'll continue to climb, and we'll be in the 70s later on this afternoon. Right side of your screen, we have current temperatures that are in the 40s to right near 50 degrees. However, we're not totally done. We always get little surges of warmth in the Nashville area. We'll look ahead to the next 2 days. They could hit 80 degrees, and we'll plan out your weekend for you coming up in just a few. Justin?
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get to the very latest happening on I-40 at Donaldson Pike. They're at the airport. As you can see, traffic moving along without any issue other than the slowdown right there at the exit. For I-40 at Donaldson Pike, we've got the typical slowdown happening in that area. Other than that, you're good to go as you get out the door. We'll be sure to let you know about anything that does happen. We're going to check in on that drive coming in from I-24. That's coming up here in just a few minutes. A church group's trip turns into a very scary experience. We're going to tell you how their congregation back here in Tennessee is dealing with a very real concern.
Everyone.
5:45 is the time the war in Israel is having an impact all the way back here at home. Nearly 50% from a Tennessee church are in Israel right now. From our sister station, WCYB 5 Tri-Cities, Andrew McClung went to that church over in Kingsport just yesterday.
Good morning, young lady. How you doing?
As church members arrived Sunday to Sunnyside Baptist Church in Kingsport, and as the doors were shut to start the service,
my heart's troubled because there were 48 people that are not here.
heavy hearts were on the mind of many in attendance, including Andrew Gibbons.
It was a little concerning. I mean, I stopped and said a prayer right when I first heard about it.
This as 48 church members with ages ranging from young teenagers to older adults were visiting Israel and are currently still there as a war rages on with Hamas following a surprise attack on Israel.
I was somewhat overwhelmed because I didn't know where they were in relation to the bombings and the missiles and all that. So it was devastating.
All the storms that are over our head are always under his feet.
Associate Pastor David Luster was able to learn from Senior Pastor Bill Sims, who was on the trip, that they were touring Masada when the conflict began.
They had to load their back on the bus and come back to a safer spot.
And even from their hotel just 80 miles away, Luster was told
they could hear the missile or they could hear the bombs going off.
As the chaos continues,
We're going to alter our program. We're going to have a special time of prayer.
Church members came together Sunday in a moment of prayer for their friends and family.
We've got husbands here, their wives is there. We've got people here, their children are there. And we come together. I felt it was necessary for the body to come together.
It's a comfort knowing that many people are focused on the same thing, and that that we're praying to a God that answers prayers and will protect our people that are there.
At a time with so much unknown, Luster says the community is relying on God's word and prayers.
Our sister station, WCYB, with that particular report there this morning as they continue to pray for their church members in the Tri-City areas there in Kingston Springs, or in Kingsport out there. We will continue to follow that group's efforts as they try to get back here safe and sound. But we do understand the church says that group is safe and they're hoping to leave Israel coming up tomorrow. Let's go to Hawaii. That is where the Kilauea volcano set off hundreds of small earthquakes in a 24-hour period beginning on Friday. Experts say the increase in seismic activity is to blame, although the volcano is showing increased inflation at the summit like it did prior to its last eruption back in September. The volcano has not erupted as of last night, but people could still be impacted by the potentially hazardous level of volcanic gas that could come from that particular structure. And after around 320 earthquakes, rockfall could also be happening there that would impact the area as well. Let's talk to Greg Bobus. He's going to talk to us about weather that could impact all of us here in the Mid-State.
Yeah, a lot of cool air out there right now. And we just talked about everything happening in Hawaii and the whole earthquake situation. Do you want to get hit by a meteorite?
No.
Do you want to be canonized?
No.
The odds of either of those happening are better than winning the Powerball.
Okay, well, I'd rather win the Powerball than any of those other
two
things.
That's
what are we talking about?
That is the correct answer. But yeah, the odds of either of those two things happening are better than you winning the Powerball.
Okay.
You can't win if you don't play.
That's true.
But we're just talking odds here.
Okay, so there's a chance.
saying there's a chance. Taking a look here at your forecast this morning. We've got a cool morning here. Temperatures in the upper 40s and low 50s. We're on our way to the low 70s later on this afternoon. Beautiful day from start to finish. Not much we have to be concerned about when it comes to temperature all the way through today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Crisp, cool mornings. Low humidity. You are going to see leaf color change very quickly here in the next 2 weeks thanks to these cool starts. Seasonable afternoons. Next weather maker is going to be late Thursday into Friday. Nothing to worry about though. Code red threat level. We're going to keep it right there in the all clear the entire week. We do not have rain in the forecast. Look at your 7-day right here on your screen until late Thursday into Friday. So enjoy the beginning of this week.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning at 5:50. Let's get a quick look at I-40 at Donaldson Pike. Out near the airport, traffic is slow out that direction, but other than that, you're good to go no matter where you're coming from here across the midstate. That includes I-24, Hickory Hollow Parkway, looking good over in that direction as well. Overall drive times look a little something like this. Lebanon coming in at 37 minutes, Murfreesboro 51 minutes, the Franklin, Kentucky area down I-65, 49 minutes on that drive. Please keep in mind, today is a federal holiday with Columbus Day / Indigenous People Day. Also, Metro Nashville schools are on fall break starting this week. Well, haunted houses will not be the only thing that could scare you this October. You may also get a little price fright there at your local store. That's because data is showing that Halloween spending has been increasing over the last few years. Now, according to the National Retail Federation, Americans spent roughly $10 billion back in 2021 on Halloween. That number then jumped to $10.6 billion. The report shows that most people spent their money on candy. Next up is, of course, the decorations that you see around. And then last but not least, costumes, and that includes, yes, some of the pet costumes out there. Experts are suggesting that buying in bulk could make your dollar go a little bit further. So you can buy for this year and next year at the same time. Just an idea. Well, coming up on Fox 17 News this morning, Greg was just talking about it. It's the Powerball, and the jackpot is still on the table. We'll tell you how high the number is and what your odds are at getting that win. And if you're already missing baseball here in Nashville, there's a chance to look forward to next year. We're going to tell you about the wacky but popular baseball event that is already on the calendar.
A line.
Coming up on 5:55 here on your Monday morning. Live look there on Lower Broadway. Everything is moving along just fine down there. No big problems. As construction does continue and the beer deliveries are being made. You see my man right there pushing the dolly full of the beer into another honky-tonk down there. This is the time of day they normally restock. Keep in mind, it's going to be a lot of concerts down there. John Mayer, the Jonas Brothers tonight, and the Nashville Predators playing all in Bridgestone this very week. The already historic Powerball jackpot is climbing yet again. There were no big winners on Saturday night for the jackpot for $1.4 billion. Today's drawing is estimated to be around $1.55 billion, and it could go up a little bit higher than that. That is still the third largest prize in the game's history. The lottery says the chances of you actually winning the grand prize, 1 in 292.2 million. No one has won the jackpot since July the 19th. Let's get to Greg Bovis. He's got a look at the forecast. He's also going to buy his ticket, spending at $2. But now he's going to talk about the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, we're taking, you just mentioned them, so why not get that forecast for tonight? Leading into there, they're going to be at Bridgestone Arena later on tonight. And I've heard people that have been to concerts in other cities, and I heard it's a real good time. So if you've got your tickets, here is your forecast. 69 degrees at 6 o'clock. Now, happiness begins at 7 o'clock. That's when the actual concert starts. And then 58 degrees will be your temperature at 8 p.m., 55 at 10 o'clock. Now, of course, indoor concert, but you want to know, what are you getting into and out of the arena? We have no worries for rain, but it will be a little bit cool, so dress accordingly. Just so you know that, fall weather is here, right side of your screen. We're in the 40s to right near 50 degrees. We're going to be into the low 70s later on this afternoon. As we go into 6 o'clock, we'll look at your brand new updated future track for the end of the week when it comes to our next weather maker, and also look at your 7-day forecast.
All right, Greg, thank you, sir. 5:57. Let's take a quick look at your steer clear traffic this morning from the north side. That's I-65 Trinity Lane. Right now, no issues as you make that drive in. Keep in mind, Metro Nashville schools are on break this week. They're on fall break. So that's around 80,000 students that do not have to get out there on the roads and go to school. So that will make an impact on the traffic, and it will do so all week. Keep in mind, it's also a federal holiday today with the Columbus Day / Indigenous People Day. So could be less traffic out there for that. Other than that, we are good to go with your traffic out there this morning in all directions. We are constantly watching the roads. We'll let you know if anything does pop up. Whilst the holidays quickly approach, there's a unique advent calendar that could make things a lot easier. Now, it's a frozen foods advent calendar. Stouffer has announced its first ever calendar, the Comfort Calendar, as it contains different frozen meals like mac and cheese, as well as cheese lasagna and a lot more. Additional sides will also be included. The calendar will cost around $40 and will be available throughout the rest of the year. If you are missing a little baseball live action, you can mark your calendars right now. That's when baseball will get wild again over at the First Horizon Park as the Savannah Bananas return next summer. Now, the Bananas are set to play the Firefighters in June of 2024. If you don't know what the deal is with the Savannah Bananas, they're sort of a kooky exhibition baseball team that shows off a lot of their skills, and they get kind of silly with it at times. Think the Harlem Globetrotters come to baseball. They've got their trademark banana ball entertainment, lots of tricks and treats and a lot more. They are going to be playing here in Nashville coming up on June 13th, 14th, and 15th. A link to the ticket lottery is on our website right now at fox17.com. It's a ticket lottery because you can't just go buy tickets. They are so popular, they auction off or basically have a raffle for the opportunity to buy tickets for the Savannah Bananas. So bears in Alaska are busy trying to fatten up for a little weekend and winter hibernation. However, one bear in Florida doing the exact opposite. He's relaxing on a boat. Take a look at this as the owner of a towboat company shot video in Naples, Florida, of a black bear walking around the dock or rocking around the boat that is docked to a local marina. Now, Todd Dillman says he's seen a lot of animals throughout his time there in Florida, alligators and pythons, but never a bear. Experts say that bears can actually smell food from more than a mile away, so if they venture into an area where humans are, a lot of times they cannot overcome the smell of that food that drew them there. Our 6 o'clock hour starts right now.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
The war in Israel, what our local elected officials are calling on the president to do.
Our forecast, crisp and cool for right now. A little surge in warmth by the end of the week, and then rain before we get to the weekend. We'll track it coming up in your forecast.
Steer clear traffic this morning on I-40 at Donaldson Pike. You can see traffic a bit slow as you get off at the exit. We'll tell you the best ways to deal with that coming up in just a little bit. Thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 17 News this morning. I'm Justin McFarland. Jennifer Waddell has the day and the week off. We've got you covered, though, live through 9 with the latest information. We are continuing to follow the developments this morning out of Israel. That is where Hamas launched a surprise attack on Saturday as they fired thousands of rockets and sent fighters from the Gaza Strip storming into some Israeli cities. Israel responded by officially declaring war and firing retaliatory strikes of their own. Those strikes were in the air. More than 1,100 people have been killed. President Joe Biden has already offered the support of the American people to Israel. The Palestinian Health Ministry in Gaza called on, quote, humanitarian and relief institutions to work immediately to support the emergency needs of Gaza Strip hospitals, where that conflict is sparking a very strong reaction from some of our local leaders right here in the Mid-State. Fox 17 News' Jackie Del Pilar live in West Nashville with how the local Jewish community is responding.
Justin, good morning. We are hearing from the local Jewish community, and we are hearing from our elected leaders here in Tennessee as this war continues to emerge. Now, our Republican lawmakers, those in Congress, have sent a letter to President Joe Biden urging him to support Israel in all ways. They want the U.S. to provide weapons for Israel and to punish terrorists. Now, as for the local Jewish community, local leaders say they're devastated by these attacks and they're praying for everyone in the war zone.
My heart goes out to the average Palestinian living under the tyranny of Hamas terrorism in the Gaza Strip, and their humanity is similarly in my heart and mind at this moment.
Now, the Jewish Federation of the Greater Nashville area has an event happening tonight to help show support for Israel. If you're interested in attending, I've got info on that event coming up here in about 30 minutes. Reporting live in West Nashville, I'm Jackie Del Pilar with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
All right, Jackie, thank you so much. Well, we wanted to know what you thought about this. Should Israel and Hamas and their war impact us here in the United States? Should we get involved? Well, 65% of you say no. Another 34% of you say yes. There's over 4,000 people who have voted on this so far. If you would like to join them, you can go to our X account. You can find us at Fox Nashville and cast your vote. Let's get to Greg Bobus now. A look at your forecast here on this Monday morning as a lot of people get out the door.
Yeah, we're starting off a week here, and this is a holiday for many folks. As you mentioned, we've got a lot of folks that are on fall break, and we feel like fall. Our temperatures have coasted down day by day into the 40s here this morning to right near 50 degrees. We're going to keep the cool mornings going all week long. Look at a little bit warmer by the end of the week, but the humidity is in check. We can keep that away, then even if we get a little warmer in the morning, it's not all that bad. Seasonable afternoons, what does that mean? That means that we're going to have temperatures that will be right near the normal high temperature we're supposed to have most of this week. We'll fluctuate a little bit here from 70s to near 80 and then 60s by the weekend. I'll just give it to you right now. Here's your 7-day forecast. Let's get you up and out the door and not waste your time. 73 degrees. Your temperature today is 74 tomorrow, 79 on Wednesday, right near 80 on Thursday. Friday is the next big weather maker. We'll track it for you each and every day throughout the rest of this week, but don't worry about anything weather-wise getting out the door this morning. We're going to see if you have to worry about anything steer clear traffic-wise right now as we get back to Justin.
All right, steer clear traffic out there this morning. We are dealing with something we just picked up a short time ago, and that is a vehicle fire that was happening on I-65 near Hogan Road. This is right around mile marker 77. Now, it looks like they've gotten the fire well under control. We have not seen any flames. It's a little dark to even see smoke here, but right now we can tell you that one lane at least is shut down as fire crews are on the scene dealing with that. Again, this is 65 going south over into the Brentwood area. Let's show it to you right here on the map. 25 minutes on the drive coming in. The drive coming out is a touch slower than that while crews continue to deal. You could try to use Franklin Pike if you want to steer clear. New this morning, a Nashville man is now charged with felony animal cruelty. This is after Metro Police say that he beat a dog to death with a shovel. Officers say that they arrested this man, Leangelo Ramsey, yesterday. They say that a neighbor called police after hearing a woman crying. They arrived to find the dog had already died. Officers said that when they asked Ramey here at this particular moment why he did it, he told them that he was tired. Ramey is being held right now on a $5,000 bond. In Operation Crime and Justice this morning, a horse stable operator from Rutherford County is charged with rape of a minor. Is going to be back in court this morning. Right now, Jason Lancaster's bond is set at $1 million. Lancaster is accused of assaulting a teenage girl who worked at the Pinnacle stables that he owned. Lancaster also has a criminal history of soliciting sex from minors. That conviction was expunged more than a decade ago, according to the Murfreesboro Post. 20 malnourished horses were also removed from his property, and they're now being rehabilitated elsewhere. We are going to follow this story throughout the morning, including exactly what happens in court later today. Thanks for waking up with us right here on Fox 17 News this morning. We're your only local news source, live and local with you from 7 until 9. You can see that live look there across downtown Nashville. The sun starting to peak. We've got the very latest on your weather forecast coming up in a few minutes. It's also right there on the side of your screen. And, of course, the traffic scrolling at the bottom.
Opioid settlement money.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. Today is Indigenous People Day and Columbus Day. So, post offices, banks, and federal institutions will be closed because of the federal holiday. Other state or local institutions like the Department of Motor Vehicles, libraries, those also will be closed. Some businesses like FedEx Ground and UPS, as well as some of the local schools and restaurants, may have modified operations or hours. So we'll be watching that throughout the morning for sure. See who's open, see who's closed, things like that. Well, new this morning, flying continues to pick up out there at Nashville International Airport, and the airport's got a brand new look to tell you about. So let's get out to Fox 17 News photojournalist Kevin Mumphrey on the scene right now, and we can tell you what you can see out there at the airport. Look at that. And I say it all the time, and it's true all the time, the busiest place in Nashville this time of the morning. It is not downtown. It is not Lower Broadway. It is there, right here at Nashville International Airport, where things are bustling. Now, a number of things happening here throughout the next few days. As of right now, the American Bankers Association, they're in town for their annual convention. They bring around 1,500 people. Later in the week, they're going to have another big convention. The National Association for the Advancement of Blood and Viral Therapies will be in town. They're going to bring around 4,000 people here for that. Of course, the Jonas Brothers here tonight, John Mayer later in the week, and the Predators all in town. Nashville is a very busy and bustling place. If you have not been out to the airport in a while, just know things are going to look very different.
That they won't. I can attest to that right there, Justin, because I was there yesterday, and man, the last few times I've been out at that airport, it has looked completely different. I don't know where I'm going to get my bags. There's new restaurants, but I will tell you, it's beautiful. And yes, very busy, but overall, the work they've been doing out there has been fantastic. Taking a look, cool mornings. We have temperatures that are in the upper 40s to right near 50. We're going to have our seasonable afternoons. We're going to continue to track our next weather maker, which is going to be on Friday. I just cooked up a John Mayer forecast for Wednesday. If you've got tickets at Bridgestone Arena, we're going to take a look at that in about 5 minutes. We're all clear for code red. Rain late week. Don't worry about it until we get into Friday. We'll talk about that. And of course, look ahead to all the events in town coming up in the next few checks of your forecast.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's take a quick look at I-65 at Hogan Road. This is over on the south side. We are dealing with the leftovers of a vehicle fire in that area. Fire crews continue to work that scene along with the police department. I believe they may have a tow truck already there trying to take care of that. So the drive time for you there this morning, around 25 minutes. This is going southbound, so this is as you leave Nashville going towards Brentwood is where you're going to find this particular crash. We'll continue to watch it here for you.
President Biden's border policy is taking a very different shape than they have in the past. I'm Kayla Gaskins, and coming up, why some Democrats are stunned at the changes.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. President Joe Biden's border policy is taking a very different shape than it has in the past. National correspondent Kayla Gaskin has a closer look.
President Biden quietly implementing a signature piece of Donald Trump's political brand.
We will build a great wall along the southern border.
The news breaking in the form of a quiet announcement, stunning many because of campaign promises like this.
There will not be another foot of wall constructed on my administration.
On paper, the administration cites high illegal entry as the reason for constructing physical barriers. In person, the administration sounding very different.
Do you believe the border wall works?
No.
From day one, this administration has made clear that a border wall is not the answer.
To resume construction, the White House waiving 26 environmental rules, Biden arguing they had no choice.
We tried to ask the Congress to consider changing the law.
Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez urging President Biden to take responsibility for this decision and reverse course. Another new Biden policy, fast-tracked deportations of Venezuelans who crossed illegally after July 31st. In that group, these migrants we spoke to outside a shelter in Chicago.
So she's here with her husband and her son.
Chicagoans growing increasingly upset with the arrivals.
We're not anti-migrants, but it shouldn't be on our backs.
As the city continues turning public places into shelters. Mayor Brandon Johnson now planning a visit to the border. New York City's Mayor Eric Adams is in Latin America this week. In Massachusetts, military families left scrambling as the city canceled a slew of hotel rooms for the upcoming Army-Navy game at Gillette Stadium in order to house migrants.
Biden's policy changes coming as he struggles in the polls ahead of next year's election. Voters in a recent NBC News poll by a 30-point margin say Republicans would do a better job at securing the border over Democrats. I'm Kayla Gaskins reporting.
6:17 is the time. Take a look at this. Of course, October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the city of Franklin helped to spread some awareness by hosting its first More Than Pink walk. Now, hundreds of supporters decked out in pink rallied out at the Cool Springs Galleria for a 2-mile walk. The event celebrated breast cancer survivors, as well as work to raise funds for breast cancer research. Our own Fox 17 reporter like Amanda Chen, Peyton Muse, as well as our chief meteorologist Katie Morgan and sports director Joe Jonick were all there to give their support. Tis the season out there for breast cancer awareness. In the month of October, you'll see that pink almost everywhere these days. Let's get over to Greg Bobus. He's got a look at your forecast here so we get you going here on this Monday. Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, great start to the morning. Nice, crisp, cool. I'm sure you felt it when you walked to the car this morning.
Oh, yeah.
And all the fall feels and no humidity.
No.
So, I mean, that's kind of the best thing. When you can do that and also not have rain, you're winning in October when it comes to Middle Tennessee. And also, we talked about the Jonas Brothers here tonight. We have John Mayer in town, Bridgestone Arena on Wednesday. And if you do not understand the gravity of the situation, well, you just have to kind of figure it out because we'll be free falling for John Mayer on Wednesday night at Bridgestone Acoustic. Now, taking a look here when it comes to the forecast itself, you've got no problems getting to the arena. You have no problems leaving Bridgestone. It'll be 74 degrees at 6 o'clock, 64 at 10 p.m. And that is for anything Wednesday plans. Today and tomorrow, we got nothing going on when it comes to the weather that is significant. When it comes to rain, we will keep the mornings cool. The afternoons will be in the 70s. I'll tell you right now, I don't want Justin to have to be going over to the traffic computer and clicking up all kinds of stuff later. Grab the sunglasses. Watch out for people this morning. Sun glare is going to be an issue for your Monday, Tuesday, and your Wednesday. Taking a look at the 7-day forecast, 73 degrees today, 74 tomorrow, right near 80 for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The next decent chance for rain doesn't come until Thursday, very late in the day into Friday. So between now and then, just enjoy the fall weather and enjoy watching the leaves start to change colors. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get started here. We just picked up this crash, 65 at the Fern Avenue overpass. Police are not there yet, but when they get there, traffic is going to slow up quite a bit because what's going to happen is all that traffic that you see there is going to have to move over at least one lane. That's going to slow things back behind it quite a bit. So you want to try to take Dickerson Pike or Ellington Parkway as a good way to steer clear of that. As you see a person climbing over the barrier, good idea. Shield you from some of that oncoming traffic. Quick look here at I-65 at Hogan Road. We were dealing with a vehicle fire here near the Brentwood area. Things are starting to clear up here. Hopefully it'll be out of the way soon, but the drive time still a touch slow coming in from the south side of town. The United Auto Workers strike is having ripple effects, and it's hitting a major industry supplier. Steel is seeing a big drop in demand, and with it, the prices are dropping as well. A Wall Street Journal reports says that the UAW strike has caused demand to fall way off. That's because enough cars are simply not being made. Market prices for coiled steel have plummeted 40% since April. One company, Cleveland Cliffs, has tried to sell a $750 a ton minimum charge to halt the skid of their prices. Now, Standards & Poor's says that the strike has sidelined production of around 6,030 vehicles a day. Around 17% of UAW workers are on strike. A fiery crash down I-24 kills 3 people, and this happened just before 3 a.m. on yesterday. Happened on I-24 at the Hickory Hollow Parkway exit right off of I-24 there in Antioch. Authorities say a Kia went off the road and it struck a tree very close to the exit. That vehicle went up in flames. 3 people died inside that car. The medical examiner's office is working to try and identify those victims. Well, coming up on Fox 17 News this morning, in Operation Crime and Justice, several arrests made by Nashville PD for the buying and selling of laughing gas. That's right, I said laughing gas. We're going to tell you more about it when we come back. 6:24 is the time. The days of fighting to get your carry-on luggage into the aircraft's overhead bin may soon be over. The new Airspace L bins could become a traveler's best friend. Let me explain why. Airbus first revealed these compartments back in May. They are designed to allow for travelers to load their carry-on to the vertical there instead of lying them flat. Okay, so Airbus also says that the new bins would create 60% more cabin luggage than the traditional system. German carrier Lufthansa is the first airline to sign up and will soon begin retrofitting 38 aircraft with the brand new bins coming up here in 2025. We'll see when everyone else follows suit. Let's get to Greg Ropes.
That is always the thing when you see that one person who has the bag that's a little too big and they're trying to cram the thing in there.
Just push a little bit harder.
Just push it a little bit harder. And
it doesn't matter if your bag is next to it and I damage your bag. I'm just trying to fit my bag in so I can sit down.
That's all they're trying to do. So I'm curious to see how that works out. Taking a look here at your weekend outlook. Maybe you are heading out of town. Maybe you're one of those folks that just said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to London for the Titans game. We'll look at that forecast here for you for traveling and also what it will look like across the pond here coming up next half hour. Well below average temperatures this weekend, though, for us here back home. 65 degrees for your Saturday, 62 on Sunday. We've said goodbye to summer. We're still protecting our plants at night. We haven't had any frost issues just yet, but we're getting closer and closer to that step, but we have to potentially begin to cover plants at night. Taking a look, you can get the Fox 17 Code Red weather app by scanning that QR code or going to either of the app stores depending upon what kind of phone you've got.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's take a quick look at what we are dealing with. This is going to be 65 at the Fern Avenue overpass. That is there on the north side of town. As you can see, traffic is moving, but there is a crash there on the shoulder that is causing quite a bit of an issue there. So Once authorities get there, it's going to slow things down in a big way. So heads up for those of you making that drive into town. Hopefully they can get it out of there soon. But right now it's causing a slowdown. Here's 65 at Hogan Road in the Brentwood area. Also dealing with a slowdown because of an early morning vehicle fire. You can get by as you approach Brentwood. Metro Police have arrested 6 people in connection over the past 3 days or so, accused of buying and selling laughing gas. Now, they were selling the laughing gas in balloons in order for people to get high. Police say they spotted each one of the 4 suspects they arrested Friday, filling up the balloons and then handing them off to people. Another person was arrested on Saturday night, then one more on Sunday morning. All 6 are being charged with selling laughing gas. Oh, my goodness. Well, coming up, the latest in a ring of high dollar thefts here in Nashville. We're going to tell you who authorities are searching for this time. Plus, the Vanderbilt Commodores, they are making a statement on the war in Israel, and it's drawing a very mixed reaction. We're going to tell you why some people are aggravated at a statement that was released.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
Right now on Fox 17 News This Morning, a pedestrian hit and killed in a hit and run. We're going to give you the very latest on what we know.
And taking a look right now, 2 live looks downtown. We've got the sun starting to come up here. Sunrise about 20 minutes from right now. Do not worry about rain, but we have slipped into fall. When we'll get back to near 80 degrees coming up in your forecast.
And steer clear traffic this morning. We are watching that scene there at I-65 at the Fern Avenue overpass. Things are very slow there, and they're going to be slower before it's all said and done. We're going to tell you why that is coming up here in a few minutes. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 17 News this morning. I'm Justin McFarland. We've got the very latest on your traffic information and your weather coming up in the next few minutes. But first, we want to continue our coverage about the war between Israel and Hamas. This is after Hamas attacked an Israeli city over the weekend, killing at least 1,100 people and causing the capture of at least 100 more. We're seeing strong reaction from local leaders out there. Fox 17 News' Jackie Del Pilar live for us in West Nashville with how one local Jewish community is responding.
The Jewish Federation of Greater Nashville says they are just grief-stricken by these attacks on Israel. They're hosting an event tonight to show support. They're asking folks to come out here to the Gordon Jewish Community Center in West Nashville starting at 7 o'clock. They're having a solidarity rally. They're asking folks to come together in solidarity of those in Israel and for the entire Jewish community. They say they stand with Israel, and they say they are willing to do whatever it takes to show their support.
Given the thousands of years of persecution of Jews, that what people should know is that their Jewish friends, even if they are not in Israel, are hurting and are fearful when things like this happen, and non-Jews are silent.
They've also started a GoFundMe. You can find that on the Jewish Federation of Nashville's Facebook page. They say all of those proceeds will go directly to helping those who are on the ground in Israel, helping the folks who are in need right now. Now, we will have a news crew at that event tonight, and if you'd like to go, you're asked to register in advance. You can find all of the information on the Jewish Federation of Greater Nashville's Facebook page. Reporting from West Nashville, I'm Jackie Del Pilar with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
All right, Jackie, thank you so much. Well, we wanted to get your opinion as well in all of this. Should the United States get involved in the battle between Israel and Hamas? So far, 65% of you have said no, 34% of you have said yes. For the very latest on this particular poll and the opportunity to weigh in for yourself, you can always go to our X page, formerly known as Twitter. You can find us at Fox Nashville. A pedestrian hit and killed in Hermitage had a hit and run crash that happened on Saturday night. Now, the deadly accident occurred at around 10:30 on Saturday night on Central Pike Road near Old Hickory Boulevard. The pedestrian died after being transported to Vanderbilt Medical Center. Metro Nashville police have identified the victim as a 59-year-old man who lived here in Nashville. They are working now to notify his family. Let's get to Greg Bulbus. He's got a look at your Monday forecast as a lot of you get out the door, even though it is fall break for a lot of people here this morning. Greg's got the latest.
Yeah, holiday, fall break. A lot of things happening here that give you a reason to maybe not have to have that typical day and give you a reason where you can maybe get outside. We're going to be great here today, tomorrow, Wednesday, no problems. What are you looking at right now? You're waking up and probably going, why are there colors in this map? What is this? What does drought monitor mean? What it means is if you got a shade on your county, it means that you're a little bit dry. Yellow means you're dry. We get toward the Alabama state line. It means that we need a little bit of rain. We're not going to have it today, tomorrow, or Wednesday, but Thursday into Friday, I'm tracking the next weather maker. That'll be our next significant chance to work into some rain that moves in. Taking a look this afternoon, couldn't be nicer though, a little bit of a breeze, partly cloudy. Temperature of 73 degrees. We get warmer before we get the rain that moves in. So warm front moves in, brings in a couple of showers on Thursday, and then a cold front moves in and brings in a better chance for rain on Friday before a bigger cool down into the upcoming weekend, which we'll tackle and talk about here. And we'll also talk about maybe if you are going to that Titans game in London coming up in your forecast.
Steer clear traffic out there for you at 6:35. Here is a look at what's going on here in the north side of town. This is I-65 at the Fern Avenue overpass. Again, they're waiting for authorities to show up and deal with that crash. And when they do, it's going to slow things down in a big way there on I-65 as you make your way down from the north side. My advice, you can use Ellington Parkway or Dickerson Pike is the best way to steer clear until that crash is completely cleared up. We were dealing with another crash on the south side of town. This was actually vehicle fire at 65 near Hogan Road. You can see the charred remains of that car, I believe, right there. Authorities have largely left the scene, though. Another high-end store gets robbed inside of Green Hills Mall. 4 thieves stole thousands of dollars worth of goods from the Louis Vuitton store. The Metro Police are now looking for the suspects. You can see some of them right here on your screen. These are from surveillance pictures taken back on September the 14th. Police believe they were involved in other recent retail thefts from around the city. Officers did arrest 43-year-old Michael Parrish. This is after security officers were able to tackle him. They're also investigating who stole from the Gucci store just a few weeks ago as well, again at the Green Hills Mall. Well, coming up, we're going to tell you why workers at one of the largest U.S. pharmacies could be walking off of the job. We've got the details coming up.
Liberty will customize my card.
6:39 is the time. Employees at 2 of the country's largest drugstore chains are demanding some change. Some Walgreens employees are doing so by staging a series of walkouts starting next week. Now, they say that the harsh working conditions make it difficult for people to safely fill prescriptions, and they believe this could put some customers at risk. One organizer say it's due in part to the prescriptions and vaccination expectations that are placed on pharmacists. They say that the expectations are oftentimes based on the number of team members that each pharmacy should have, when in reality, staffing is much, much lower. Now, this comes after pharmacy employees walked off the job at multiple CVS stores in Kansas City. That happened just last week. Let's get to Greg Bulbus. He's on the clock and working here for us this morning. Look at your forecast.
That we are. Let's get you moving here on a Monday morning and working our way into, for many people, fall break. We also have a federal holiday today, so today might be a little atypical, getting up and out the door. Maybe you got the day off. Taking a look. Here's our next weather maker. It's well to our north. Nothing to worry about. We have no rain today, tomorrow, or on Wednesday. This is the good part. You can open the windows and get some fresh fall air here the next few days and just keep the AC off. Give it a break. We don't need it until maybe Thursday into Friday. That'll be our next chance to work into temperatures that get above the 80-degree mark. Nighttime temperatures get a little bit warmer. Right side of your screen, though, all the way through 9 a.m., you're going to see your current temperatures, and also in the bottom of your screen, your local drive times and your headlines, even during commercial breaks. But enjoy a couple of cool days. We'll talk about our next weather maker when it comes to rain threats coming up in about 5 minutes.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get started here at 65 at the Fern Avenue overpass. Just as we came to this camera, Metro Police have arrived to the scene. This won't take long. This looks like a fender bender where the people just need to exchange information and then they can move along. So we may not have to wait for a tow truck and all of that before this can clear up. And that is certainly good news. So heads up there in the north side of town as you make that drive in. Things could start to ease up here. After police gets finished filling out their short report here, and they're going to try to move these folks along. You can still take Ellington Parkway or Dickerson Road as a good way to steer clear. After coming under fire for cancellations, Delta settles a lawsuit against them. We're going to give you some of the details in just a few.
Time.
6:44 is the time. Delta Airlines will pay millions of dollars to settle a class action lawsuit brought by several of their customers. Now, the customers are now suing Delta, claiming that the airline would not refund their canceled flights during the COVID-19 pandemic. Instead of issuing refunds, Delta provided customers with credit for future travel. Well, the lawsuit claimed that policy was unfair and deceptive. Delta will now pay, listen now, $27 million to those who filed claims in that particular lawsuit on top of the interest and legal fees. Now, Delta says it does not admit any wrongdoing, saying that it has refunded 11 million tickets worth around $6 billion since the start of the pandemic. Let's talk to Greg Bobus now at 6:45. Quick look at your forecast here. It is Monday. It is Columbus Day / Indigenous People Day. It is spring break for metro schools. A lot happening today that affects people's weather and the traffic and all the rest.
There's so much going on.
Sure.
And maybe that means you got nothing going on.
True.
So you can just go outside and enjoy yourself.
You could, or go see the Jonas Brothers tonight.
All right, if y'all gonna make me talk Joe Bros, then we'll do it in 5 minutes. We'll show you your forecast for this evening, Bridgestone Arena.
If you want to do that.
7 o'clock, it's the tour, I've been told.
Sure, if you say so.
I've been told, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know either. Take a look here at your forecast. This is what I'll be doing. I'll be doing all the adulting here, going to the grocery store later today, going to the car wash, doing all of those things you can get done here on a very comfortable Monday. Rain later this week, Thursday into Friday will be our next chance for rain. We've got the green light for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No rain in the forecast to begin the week. That means that if you get a car wash today or you do it by hand, which many of us do, to get that perfect sheen that you want on the car, it'll last you a couple of days. It'll last you until at least the second half of Thursday. You can get the Fox 17 Code Red Weather app by scanning that QR code or going to the Apple Store or Google Play Store. Your 7-day forecast, we'll spend a little extra time on it this week because a lot of ups and downs when it comes to night and daytime temperatures. We'll call it 73 this afternoon, 74 tomorrow, and then upper 70s and low 80s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Nighttime temperatures climb from the upper 40s to near 50, and then eventually get back up near 60, taking us into the weekend. Right now, we'll get your Monday started here with a look out your weather window.
Weather Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
Colder temperatures this past weekend were a reminder that more of us will soon be seeing colors like these in Utah, or these in New York State. This spot in the Adirondacks is aptly named Mirror Lake. Speaking of colors, this is one of the most vibrant rainbows you will ever see. It was captured last week in Conway, South Carolina. But on Mount Hood, there is always the reminder that winter is coming.
For more content like this, like the National Weather Desk on Facebook.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's take a quick look here at I-65 at the Fern Avenue overpass. See, I told you it wasn't going to be there long. We were just following a crash here in this area a short time ago. Glad to see it has already moved along, so no big problems coming down from the north side anymore. Just typical drive times for you this morning. Keep in mind, traffic patterns may change a little bit because of the federal holiday, as well as a number of school systems, including metro schools, that are on fall break. We got a fresh look at I-24, the drive down I-24, and a fresh drive time. That's all coming up here in about 5 minutes. Restaurant employment has hit a major milestone in the month of September. finally getting past the pre-pandemic levels for the very first time in years. Now, the Bureau of Labor Statistics say the restaurants, bars, and other food service outlets added more than 60,000 jobs in the month of September. According to the National Restaurant Association, that puts restaurant jobs at roughly 30,000 above where they were in February of 2020. That is when restaurants and bars closed their doors, of course, March of that year, and many employees lost their job. As it reopened, post-pandemic, many workers stayed away from the food service industry. Despite the job gains just announced, the landscape remains altered for the restaurant industry. Probably never quite be the same. Now, data shows there were fewer restaurants in 2022 than there were in 2019, and experts think that reduction may be permanent. Still, there is a need for more workers, with the Bureau of Labor Statistics data showing roughly 1.2 million job openings in the restaurant industry in the month of August. Well, millions of people around the world have been forced out of their homes because of extreme weather conditions, and many of those are children. Fox News correspondent Jackie Albanez has the very latest on the brand new report from the United Nations that says the number of children displaced because of climate change continues to rise and could continue to do so in the future.
An average of 20,000 children a day have been forced out of their homes because of extreme weather. This according to the latest data from the United Nations that recorded the displacements between 2016 and 2021. The report claims the effects of droughts, floods, and fires are leaving many children without homes.
The children get disturbed. Their life gets disturbed.
The UN says the crisis could worsen because climate change is fueling extreme weather events.
It is increasing the severity, the frequency of these disasters, so the number of child displacements is likely to be far greater in the future.
The organization projects that within the next 30 years, more than 113 million children could be uprooted from their homes. Kids in India and China have been displaced more than 19 million times because of flooding.
Half of my books got swept away in the floods.
While those in the U.S. and Canada have had to face wildfire effects more than 800,000 times.
So in the aftermath of a disaster, they might experience mental or physical stress from seeing their homes destroyed, their communities destroyed.
When these weather events force kids from their homes, advocates say they become vulnerable to other health and safety risks.
Children may become separated from their parents or their caregivers, which expose them to risks of trafficking, exploitation, abuse, violence.
While world leaders can't stop weather disasters, the UN is calling on governments to create education and healthcare services that can be provided to those on the move. Jackie Ibanez, Fox News.
Well, still no Powerball winner. One of the biggest jackpots in history still could be yours. We're going to tell you when the next drawing is set to go. Thanks for waking up with us each and every morning right here on Fox 17 News this morning. You should take a live look over downtown Nashville, the sun-kissed skyline of the capital city of Tennessee. Looking nice on you this morning, Nashville. We got you covered live and local through 9 with the latest traffic and weather information. If you can't wait, we got the details on the side and the bottom of your screen.
Lowe's knows you want to
6:54 is the time. Good morning, Nashville. The sun's starting to rise there, giving that reflection, nice orange glow off of some of the high rises in downtown, which continue to multiply by the day. It's going to be a nice day in store for you, and it's going to feel like fall. Greg Bobus will have the details for you coming up here in the next few minutes. The already historic Powerball jackpot is climbing yet again. Now, there were no big winners in Saturday's jackpot drawing for $1.4 billion. Tonight's estimated drawing is set to go to $1.5 billion. That will be the third largest prize in the game's history. Now, the lottery says that the chances of you winning that grand prize is around 1 in 292.2 million. So you're saying there's a chance, right? No one has matched all 6 numbers since July 19th. Let's get to Greg Bobus. He's saying that you got better chances, doing other wild things, like maybe performing on stage with the Jonas Brothers. You probably have a better chance.
Chance is probably better. You're more likely to be hit by a meteorite or to be canonized as a saint by the Pope than you are to win the jackpot tonight. But you can't win if you don't try. Taking a look here, maybe you have the tickets already, though, and you've already won the prize here if you're a Joe Bros fan. Taking a look, Jonas Brothers, Bridgestone Arena, 7 o'clock will be your temperature. Amanda Chin just walked in. She goes, I'm going tonight. So if you see Amanda, say hello to her. Taking a look, temperature 69 degrees at 6 o'clock, 58 at 8 p.m., and 55 degrees at 10 o'clock. No weather worries, of course, Bridgestone Arena. Indoor venue, but getting to and from, you don't want to have bad weather when you're getting in there. And taking a look, everything looks great. Right side of your screen, temps are in the 40s to right near 50 degrees. When we go into our 7 o'clock hour, is your only live and local news source. Not only the Jonas Brothers, we have John Mayer in town, we have the Titans in London, and I have a London forecast in case you have tickets and you're going. We're going to look at everything for you here coming up in the next few minutes, but right now we're trying to get you on the roadways here with your steer clear traffic.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get started here at I-40 at New Hope Road. As you make that drive out there this morning, you're doing okay other than a minor fender bender there on the shoulder of the road. They're going to get that out of there pretty fast, so you will have less issues in that direction. Other than that, we're pretty good. We're going to get fresh drive times for you coming up in our 7 o'clock hour and let you know how your travel is progressing from places like Murfreesboro and Franklin. Well, it seems like everyone wants to share a little Taylor Swift success. And one company, their value is starting to really jump because of it. Let's tell you what we're talking about. AMC Entertainment says its stock shares rose 11.5% on Friday. Why would that happen? Well, the company's good report came after announcing that Taylor Swift and the Eras Tour sold more than $100 million in advance ticket sales. Now, this is not a Taylor Swift concert live in person. This is one that is on the big screen at a movie theater. The Eras Tour also broke a one-day AMC advance ticket sales record with $26 million. A report says that the 3-hour film could take in around $2 billion in North America in ticket sales. And by the way, this is not, again, it's completely separate from the concert. This is just its own movie event that could make Taylor the $2 billion, not including this concert tour that has just been uber successful. Let's switch gears completely now. Let's talk about tuberculosis. And those cases are on the rise in places like New York City. And it's causing public health experts and physicians to sound the alarm. Now, the TB cases began to fall back in the early 90s. Now, post-pandemic, they're back up. In 2022, New York City saw 536 people with cases of TB. Officials say 2023 numbers are expected to outpace those of last year. Experts believe the uptick is due to many factors, including the closure of TB centers, making diagnosis and treatment a lot harder.
It's a common misconception that TB is no longer a threat in the U.S. It is. It's out there. It's a respiratory infection spread through respiratory secretions between people in close proximity. And it can cause serious lung infections, even death. Though we're only at 500 cases, the concern is that this could, if we see this continued trend, be the largest year we've had for tuberculosis in the city in the past decade.
Now, some common tuberculosis symptoms include pain with breathing or coughing, plus coughing up a little blood or mucus, even a fever, night sweats, and weight loss. That is all cause, they say symptoms now, they're not cause, but symptoms of tuberculosis. They're asking anyone who thinks they may have something going on in that department to please contact your local doctor and just be aware that these cases are rising, especially in the Northeast and the New York City area. Our 7 o'clock hour gets started right now.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
A horse stable owner accused of rape set to appear in court. We're live from the courthouse with what happens.
And the forecast here has gone into fall mode, but we're going to have a little warm up and a chance for rain by the end of the week. We'll track when it all arrives coming up in your forecast.
Steer clear traffic this morning. We continue to follow that particular crash from I-40 near New Hope Road over on the east side. We're going to tell you about your drive times coming up here in the next few minutes. We've got them for you. 7 o'clock is the time on this Monday morning, October the 9th. Thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 17 News this morning. I'm Justin McFarland. Jen Waddell has the day and the week off, but we got you covered live and local with you through 9 with headlines that only we can bring you as the other stations are now in their national pre-recorded coverage. We've got you covered live and local through 9 with local news. Speaking of local, a horse stable owner in Rutherford County who's accused of sexual assault and paying hush money to the victim is now scheduled to appear in court. Fox 17 News' Jackie Del Pilar live for us this morning at the Rutherford County Courthouse where that suspect, Jason Lancaster, is expected to appear.
Justin, good morning. Lancaster is on the docket for 8:30 this morning. This is a bond reduction hearing. He's asking the judge to lower his bond, which is currently set at $1 million. This is his second court appearance. He appeared in court last week shortly after those charges were filed. Prosecutors say Lancaster owns Pinnacle Stables in Christiana. Court papers say he sexually assaulted a teen girl, then paid the victim $1,000 to keep quiet. Lancaster is a former teacher at Blackman High School with a history of run-ins with the law. The Murfreesboro Post reports Lancaster pleaded guilty to solicitation of a minor to commit statutory rape back in 2009, but those records were expunged thanks to a loophole in state law. Now that loophole has since been closed for future offenders. Now, Lancaster is expected to ask the judge today to lower his bond. That could better his chances to bond out of jail while he goes through this court process. We have a photographer who will be in the courtroom for this hearing. We will keep you updated throughout the morning with what the judge decides. Reporting live from Rutherford County, I'm Jackie Del Pilar with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Good morning. Here we are just after 7 o'clock this morning, taking a look at your forecast. The big three things in the weather story: cool mornings, seasonable afternoons. That means temperatures that are right near normal and where they're supposed to be for today and tomorrow. They'll get a little bit warmer on Thursday and Friday, but only by a few degrees. So no hot days ahead of us. Very nice nights. Next weather maker going to be very late on Thursday into Friday. Right side of your screen, you're going to see your current temperatures all the way through 9 a.m. Even during the commercial breaks, we're going to keep you updated, let you know what's going on as you get up and get your brand new week started here. Maybe that just involves getting a little bit of breakfast. 52 degrees at 8 a.m., 59 at 10, 63 at 11 o'clock. Where does it take us for the afternoon? Like I mentioned, low 70s today. Same with tomorrow. Here's the big change, though. We've got two of them that are only really temperature related. We'll go from the upper 40s to near 50 tonight and tomorrow to the upper 50s and low 60s by the time we get into Friday. That's the next big weather maker. We're going to focus on that coming up in the next check of your forecast. Just know we have no severe weather. We have no code red weather. And look at that weekend. Yeah, I stepped out of the way there for a reason. 65 on Saturday, 62 degrees on Sunday.
All right, Greg, thank you so much, sir. Let's take a look at the steer clear traffic at I-24 at Old Hickory Boulevard. This is as you make that drive coming in through the Cambridge, Antioch area. We're looking very nice on the drive for you so far this morning. No big slowdowns in either direction here. Let's give you the overall drive times here. Franklin to downtown looking good at 28 minutes. Murfreesboro at 58 minutes. Hendersonville at 33 minutes. If you're just waking up, a reminder, today is Columbus Day / Indigenous People Day. So federal offices, banks, post office, things like that, that's all closed today. Also, it's fall break for metro schools. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Fall break for metro schools, so around 80,000 students not getting on the road this morning. Nashville's brand new mayor, Freddie O'Connell, has officially been in office for around 2 weeks. So what has he been doing all this time here? What are the priorities that he has for the city? Let's get to Fox 17 News' Amanda Chen, who's live here for us in studio, who's going to tackle this subject for us. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, Justin. As we all know, Nashville has its challenges with homelessness. The city's invested $50 million into addressing this crisis, and the mayor says he is cautiously optimistic it can make progress with a new dedicated Office of Homeless Services. Now, the $50 million is broken up to try and provide funds to different sectors of homelessness, which include supportive services, temporary housing, and permanent supportive housing with the private sector. On the other hand, the city broke ground on its first permanent supportive housing center last May, which will have 90 units available. Now, that $25 million development is expected to open early next year on 2nd Ave.
That is going to be critically important facility for the people that are hardest to house, which is typically people who have chronic or severe mental health issues, addiction issues.
Now, one of the most important aspects of this new building will be the residents' access to mental health support 24/7, which experts say is vital. Coming up at 7:30, the mayor speaks on possible change of school start times. Reporting live in the studio, I'm Amanda Chen, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Well, coming up right here on Fox 17 News this morning, in Operation Crime and Justice, several arrests have been made by Nashville PD for the buying and selling of laughing gas. We're going to tell you how they were selling this gas in downtown Nashville.
A line.
7:08 is the time. Take a look at this, as October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And the city of Franklin is helping to spread awareness by hosting its first More Than Pink walk. Now, hundreds of supporters decked out in pink rallied out there at the Cool Springs Mall. This was for a 2-mile walk. The event celebrated breast cancer survivors as well as worked to raise funds for breast cancer research. Our own Fox 17 News reporters like Amanda Chen and Peyton Muse, as well as our chief meteorologist Katie Morgan and our sports director Joe Jelnick, were all there to support that particular effort. There's a picture of all of them standing there, everybody dressed in pink to support breast cancer awareness.
And what an amazing cause. And you're going to see a lot of sports athletes when you're going to see them wearing a lot of pink here throughout the month, as they should, to support that. Now, talking sports, Ravens at Titans. Sounds deceiving. Because technically, this is a home game for the Titans this weekend, but they're in London. If maybe you are going over there or want to know what the weather will be like for the game, this is the forecast, not here back home. This is the forecast for London, 55 degrees, the possibility of a shower or two. But yeah, unfortunately, you get a certain amount of home games and away games, and this is one of those home games for the Titans. Fortunately, back home, temperatures cooperating. We'll be in the low 70s later on this afternoon. We have no chance for rain that we have to worry about for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. A couple of clouds, and there will be a little breeze here. You'll see all the leaves that are starting to come off the trees here that will definitely be kicked around a little bit later on this afternoon. Overall, right side of your screen, we're upper 40s and low 50s, on our way to the low 70s. We're talking rain chances late in the week and more events here back home in Middle Tennessee coming up in just a few minutes.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get a quick look here at I-65. This is at Moores Lane and the Cool Springs Boulevard area down there in the Franklin area is what I'm trying to say, on the south side of town. Things are moving along just fine as rush hour has just begun out there. Keep in mind that things may be a touch slower because of the holiday today, but overall drive times have been relatively tame so far this morning. We'll continue to let you know about anything that gets in your way. Well, Nashville police say they've arrested a total of 6 people in the past 3 days. They've accused them all of buying and selling laughing gas. Now, they were selling them in balloons to people in order for them to get high. Now, police say they spotted each of the 4 suspects on Friday filling up balloons of the laughing gas and then handing them off. Another person was arrested on Saturday night, and one other person was arrested on Sunday morning, 6 in all. They're all being charged with selling laughing gas, which, yes, is illegal. Well, thanks for waking up with us right here on Fox 17 News this morning. We're your only local news source, live with you with your traffic and weather updates from 4 until 9. You can see the weather forecast right on the right side of your screen, even during commercial breaks as you take that live look into downtown Nashville. The sun is up. Hope you are as well. We'll be right back.
Charlotte, imagination.
Well, welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. Live look over downtown Nashville, Tennessee there this morning. As you can see, the sun is up, reflecting off some of the buildings there in downtown. Greg Bobus will have a complete look at your forecast coming up here over the next few minutes. You see some of those clouds starting to gather there over the skies of Music City. Well, this morning in a Fox 17 News report here, we are talking a lot more about the attack that happened over the weekend by Hamas on the country of Israel. Over 1,100 people have died and 100 people have been taken captive after Hamas attacked Israel in a very surprise attack that happened over the weekend. So to talk more about this conflict and some of the local reaction from it, we are joined right now by Rabbi Dan Horowitz, who is with the Jewish community here in Nashville. And sir, first of all, I just want to thank you so much for joining us and helping us try to understand what is the reaction from the Jewish Federation here of Greater Nashville to help the rest of the community get our arms around exactly what's going on there in Israel.
Sure. Well, good morning. Thank you so much for having me. The reaction is overwhelmingly shock and outrage. The numbers are beyond staggering. There is no one in Nashville's Jewish community that doesn't have some sort of tie, close friend, family member, cousin who happens to live in Israel and who is experiencing the terror of the past few days. This particular terrorist attack, unbelievably egregious, the largest number of Jewish people murdered in any single day since the Holocaust, and unashamedly coming after young children, older folks, and everywhere in between, civilian targets, people pulled from their homes, hiding in their homes, not military bases, residential neighborhoods. So people, emotions are high, to put it mildly, as we process what's been happening over the past couple days.
How can people here in Nashville support you, support Israel? What can be done right here on the ground?
Sure. So there are a number of things. First, continue to call your representatives, both at the state and congressional level, in order to let them know that you stand with Israel and expect them to do the same. Second, if you happen to have Jewish friends in your life or family, this is a great time to reach out to them in order to let them know that you're thinking about them, that you love them, if you can be of support in any way. And third, there are a number of folks who have set up charitable funds in order to support the folks on the ground. The Jewish Federation here in Nashville has created one of those as well to serve as a pass-through. 100% of anything donated to it gets passed through to our partners on the ground in Israel, helping to take care of the folks on the ground who are in need at this time.
All right, Rabbi, I could go on with lots of questions for you, but we're just out of time. Thank you so much for joining us here this morning. And of course, we'll continue to follow the developments there in Israel, and we will look for more reaction from you. In the meantime, thank you, sir. In the meantime, let's get over to Greg Bobus. He's got a look at your forecast.
That we do here. Time right now is 7:17. Taking a look here downtown. Not a whole lot happening in Broadway. Right now, we had a lot of activity that was going on over the weekend. Jonas Brothers in town tonight. We've got John Mayer in town on Wednesday. So this is going to be a very active camera the next few nights. But every morning, we keep saying and seeing the same thing when it comes to all of the cranes doing the work here to renovate all these honky-tonks that are out there. Up and out the door, 52 degrees will be your temperature here at 8 o'clock, 56 degrees at 9, and 59. So getting up and out the door to a very fall-like Monday morning here, or maybe you have the day off. We do have Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day. We also have fall break for many folks. So maybe you have some afternoon plans. You want to get up. You want to get outside and just enjoy what Middle Tennessee has to offer. This is a look at future track. There's nothing happening all day today, tomorrow, and also Wednesday. So we get 3 days in a row of very nice weather and very little to worry about. So get the cup of coffee, get rolling. We had a sunrise of 6:48 this morning. Sun sets at 6:19 later on this afternoon into the evening. So what that means is that we are scrunching together that daylight, and that leads to cooler temperatures much more quickly. Our coolest hour of the day is always going to be that hour before sunrise, so around 6 o'clock into 7 a.m. for the next couple of days. That's where we'll be tomorrow morning at 48, and then we go into the 50s and low 60s, a little bit warmer, and the afternoons push near 80 by the end of the week.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get started here at 24 at Hickory Hollow Parkway as you make that drive in from the south and east part of Nashville through the Antioch area. Of those buildings you may see at the top of your screen, that's the brand new Tanger outlets that are set to open up here in late October. I believe October 27th is their official open date out there. Traffic moving but slow coming through that Antioch area, so heads up for those of you who use that drive. Here is the look at the airport, I-40 at Donaldson Pike. We had a bit of a slow go at the exit there this morning. Glad to see it is starting to loosen up quite a bit, so you will not have as much of a problem there this morning. We'll continue to watch things for you on the road, give you drive times coming up in a few minutes. Well, today is both Indigenous People Day and Columbus Day. Just depends on where you are and who recognizes what. So post offices, most banks, federal institutions will be closed because of this federal holiday. Other state or local institutions like your local DMV or your library may also be closed. Now, some businesses like FedEx Ground Delivery and UPS and local schools, some of those may be open or at least have modified hours. So if you're unsure, just call ahead, check a website, do something. Just know, don't be caught off guard. It is a federal holiday for some. Well, thanks for waking up with us right here on Fox 17 News this morning. We're your only local news source live with you from 7 until 9 as you take a live look there across downtown Nashville. That's from the L&C Tower, the Life and Casualty Building, Nashville's original skyscraper, showing you views like this. And we will be right back with the latest on your forecast with Greg Bovis.
Fox 17 News at 9.
7:24, a fiery single car crash on Sunday kills 3 people. This happened just before 3 a.m. Happened on I-24 West at Hickory Hollow Parkway. This is in the Antioch area. Investigators say that the Kia went off the road and it hit a tree very close to the exit. The vehicle then caught fire. 3 people inside that car died. The medical examiner's office is working to try and identify those particular victims. We'll continue to keep you updated on that story. In the meantime, also want to check in on your weather forecast as Greg Bovis is watching the skies here for us and watching the temperatures out there as well.
Yeah, that's the real big story, Justin, is the temperature fluctuation between now, the end of the week, and then diving into the weekend. Today and tomorrow, very similar. We'll be in the low to middle 70s. We'll have nighttime temps that will be in the 40s to right. Then we get a little surge of warmth. We're up near 80 by the end of the week. We bring in our next weather maker Friday into Saturday, and look what it does. It takes our temperature for the weekend all the way into the 60s. I don't mean for nighttime temperatures, y'all. I mean for the afternoon temperatures that we're going to contend with. And when I say contend, I mean if you like fall weather, we're not contending with anything. We're just enjoying because we don't have much of a rain threat. Now, of the 2 days of your weekend, Saturday has the better chance for us to work into a few showers early in the day. Then we'll be done. Sunday looks great. Nighttime temperatures will slide back into the 40s. By the time you go to bed Sunday night into Monday morning, it'll feel very much so like it does right now here for us here this morning. Weather looking good, no problems. Grab the sunglasses as you head out, and you should be fine for the rest of the day. And we're going to see how steer clear traffic is looking. If you're looking fine, getting up and out the door.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get a good check-in here at I-24 at Shelby Avenue. This is in downtown Nashville, and something has happened here that's caused a slowdown. Now, we believe this could be just congestion, but we're also checking in on the possibility of there being a crash here in the middle of downtown. The information we have says no, there isn't. So this is just congestion as you get towards the South Loop there. You can try to jump off and take one of the local streets to fight through downtown if you would like. James Robertson Parkway moving through downtown, but you're probably better off staying here on the interstate and working your way to your destination. We'll continue to follow this, let you know exactly where the problems are, and look at other areas of town, including 40 at Spence Lane over there on the east side. We're doing okay over there so far this morning. We'll get fresh drive times coming up in a few. Well, new this morning, a Nashville man is now being charged with felony animal cruelty. Metro Police say that he killed a dog. Officers say that they arrested Leangelo Ramey. This happened after neighbors say that they heard a woman crying. They called police. Police arrived to find a dog had already died there. Officers say when they asked Mr. Ramey exactly what happened, he just told them he was tired. Ramey is now being held on a $5,000 bond.
A rape suspect set to appear in a Rutherford County court. What he's expected to ask the judge.
Mutual customize my car.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 17 News this morning. I'm Justin McFarland. 7:30 is the time. Coming up here in just a few seconds, you can watch the time change right there below me here. It is 7:30 here on your Monday morning right there. And we've got the very latest things happening across the midstate here for you as we're live with you 7 until 9. Let's begin with Operation Crime and Justice in Rutherford County. That is where a man is now charged with multiple counts of sexual assault against a minor, and they will appear in court later this morning. Fox 17 News' Jackie Del Pilar live for us at the courthouse with what we can expect.
Justin, good morning. Today we are expected to have a bond reduction hearing for suspect Jason Lancaster. He's a horse stable owner who prosecutors say raped a teen girl and then paid her $1,000 to keep quiet. Now, court papers say Lancaster owns Pinnacle Stables in Christiana, and he's a former teacher at Blackman High School. The sheriff's office says while they were at the stables investigating this case, they discovered more than a dozen horses in need of medical attention. Some were malnourished and others were injured. The State Department of Agriculture removed 20 horses from his stable and sent them to rehab facilities to recover. Now, Lancaster is not facing charges related to animals at this time, but like you said, Justin, he is facing multiple counts of rape of that teen girl. Now, Lancaster's bond is set for $1 million, but today he will ask the judge to lower that amount in hopes that he can bond out and be at home while the rest of the trial while the rest of this case unfolds in court here. Now, we will be inside the courtroom set to start at 8:30, and we'll keep you updated throughout the morning on what the judge decides. Reporting live from Rutherford County, I'm Jackie Del Pilar with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
All right, thank you so much, Jackie. Well, burglars are now running wild, and Metro Police on high alert after another high-end store gets robbed inside of the Green Hills Mall. Now, police are searching for at least 3 other shoplifting suspects, including those seen right here. They are accused of stealing thousands of dollars worth of merchandise from the Gucci store at the Green Hills Mall. Police say one of these suspects shot pepper spray throughout the store while running away, causing around $50,000 worth of damage to inventory. Now, this comes after police are still on the lookout for more suspects involved in that Louis Vuitton store robbery. You can see these surveillance pictures taken from September the 14th. Police believe the suspects are behind multiple retail thefts around the city of Nashville. As always, if you recognize any of these suspects, you're asked to step forward. You can call Crime Stoppers 615-742-7463. You can remain anonymous. Let's talk to Greg Bogus now and look at your forecast.
Let's get to it. Take a look at how beautiful your screen is right now. Please look up. I mean, we really do have some beautiful sunrises, and this one almost looks like a painting here this morning with all the beautiful cloud cover that we have, the orange sun, as we have everything starting off your Monday. And this is a holiday. This is also fall break for a lot of people. So maybe this is a different start to your week than you're typically used to. I'll give you a great day from start to finish. Upper 40s and low 50s, all clear. I am tracking some late week rain though. When we go late Thursday into Friday, we're going to bring in our next weather maker. That's going to be a big shift for us here. We're going to get a little bit warmer gradually throughout the week, up to 80 degrees by Thursday into Friday. But Friday will be our next chance to work into some showers that move in. No severe weather, no code red weather, but once that rain moves out at the end of Friday, going into Saturday and Sunday, we're going to see our temperatures drop into the 60s. So weather looks good. Let's see how things are looking out on the roads. Justin, back to you.
Steer clear traffic this morning. Let's see if TDOT will hold this shot just for me a little bit longer. This is I-24, Shelby Avenue in the middle of downtown Nashville on the South Loop. We've got an issue over there where this traffic is really slowing up right at the junction. So this is where 24 meets 40 there on that South Loop, right before the 2nd and 4th Avenue exit. That's where the slowdown is compounding there. The best way to steer clear of that, jumping off at Hermitage Avenue and then using Hermitage Avenue to get to your location, cutting through the heart of downtown. That's going to be your best bet to steer clear. Other than that, we've got a truck with an open hood. This one's on I-24 Haywood Lane. We'll continue to follow things for you. Nashville's new mayor, Freddie O'Connell, has officially been in office for 2 weeks. Now, Freddie O'Connell says he wants to focus on public safety, neighborhoods, public transit, and even education and youth. Fox 17 News' Amanda Chen joins us live here in studio with the potential that school start times could be rolling a little bit later.
That's right, Justin. A study from the Institute of Education Services shows high schools that started later allow for more than half of those students to get at least 8 hours of sleep. Mayor O'Connell says he's definitely open to looking into those later start times, possibly at 8 o'clock. But the mayor says this isn't going to happen overnight. Now, there are logistical elements the city would have to look at. That includes looking at the impact on elementary and middle school start times. You'd also have to take into account students participating in athletics or after-school jobs some might have. The mayor says this would be a multi-year effort where you'd first have to analyze and then slowly implement.
We just want to make sure we understand the impact. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we got to a place where if the conversation advanced, you would look at a pilot scenario just to understand all of that impact.
Now, Justin, I don't know about you, but if I were my high school self, I would probably love that 8 o'clock start time as long as I got out of school at the same time.
Yeah, I was going to say, what about later? So now are we there until 4 o'clock?
I don't want to be there
with that?
I don't want to be there until 4 o'clock. That's all I know.
Yo, what about practice? I got to get to practice, right? Band practice or basketball practice or volleyball practice or whatever it is. And some students have to get to work. How about that?
And you're used to waking up early now. So it would be no issue for you if you kept it the same time.
Oh, no. It would be fine now.
Yes.
Although I would do a lot more yawning, that is for sure. All right, thank you, Amanda. I appreciate it. Well, listen up, NES customers. The TVA says you will soon see an increase on your electric bill. We're going to tell you how much more you can expect to pay. Steer clear traffic for you this morning. Let's get to I-24 at the Selman Evans Bridge. You can see the Tennessee Highway Patrol on the scene along with TDOT. This is after a accident there in that area that does have at least 2 lanes of traffic shut down. This is causing backups through the heart of downtown Nashville, very close to Shelby Avenue and further back towards James Robinson Parkway. That entire east side of the downtown loop as you make your way from the north into town. So if you're coming, say, from Trinity Lane into town, this is part of the drive. You can see the THP meeting there with members of TDOT. They're comparing notes. Unsure exactly how much longer this crash will be there, but we'll be sure to let you know. So we're live and local with you through 9. In the economy this morning, you may need to start putting a little bit more money aside for your electric bill this month. A rate increase for the Nashville Electric Service customers is set to go into effect. Officials say most customers will see a 3.6% hike increase there in your particular bill. Now, NES is blaming TVA, where they get their electricity, for this rate increase. Well, it's our goal to keep you in the know about all things happening right here across the Middle Tennessee area. You can do so by signing up for our daily newsletter. You can find it at fox17.com. Let's get to your weather.
7:41 your time, taking a look at that weather leading you toward the weekend. And the good news that we have when it comes to trying to save a little bit of money with those higher energy costs is that you don't need to use your air conditioner at any point until at least Thursday or Friday. Looking at the weekend, you will not need it at all on Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s for highs. Here's how you plan, though. When you look at the weekend, the only chance for rain is going to be on Saturday. Small chance early in the day, but keep that in mind for plans. And then Sunday, looking dry for us here, much cooler though than what we're going to talk about for Thursday and Friday as we go to the next check of your forecast. So keep that in mind. We're in that ebb and flow kind of period here when it comes to our temperatures day to day. You can get the Fox 17 Code Red weather app by scanning that QR code right next to me. I still go old school and just go into the App Store and type it in and go Code Red. It downloads in about 10 seconds. You'll have our radar. You'll have our hour-by-hour forecast. You'll have our 7-day forecast, all right there at your fingertips for all your plans. Many of you are on fall break. If you're planning to be outdoors, good resource to have.
A movie of all things has led to incredible interest in stopping sex slavery, and that interest lands at the doorstep of a Nashville not-for-profit. They are trying to respond. That story is next.
7:44 is the time here on this Monday morning. As the put on a reminder out there for those of you in the Robertson County area, if you have some unwanted items, listen up. Springfield residents, the city of Springfield is in the middle of their citywide junk collection pickup. Sanitation workers will be making their rounds from now through the end of the month. So this only happens twice a year for the large items that cannot be disposed of with the household trash. So if you're in the Springfield area, if you've got a mattress, old furniture, old appliance, something like that you want to get rid of and you can't just throw it in a garbage can, this is the time of the year where the city will come pick it up for you. Now, you can get traffic and weather alerts right at your fingertips. Always be in the know by downloading our app. You can follow us on social media as well. Don't forget to sign up for our news updates by visiting our website at fox17.com. Let's go to Greg Bovis. Look at your forecast.
You know, there are a lot of neon lights on Broadway. Neon is also a John Mayer song, and he'll be there Wednesday. Yeah, he'll be there Wednesday. So maybe you got tickets. Jonas Brothers tonight. Wednesday we have John Mayer. We've always got stuff happening downtown. So if you're heading out the next 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, at any point during the day, you got nothing to worry about when it comes to rain. Do not worry about sprinkles, showers, thunderstorms. Just know that you can dress in your fall clothes and you'll be good to go. 74 degrees at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, 67 at 8 p.m., and then 64 degrees will be your temperature at 10 p.m. As far as today, high of 73. Right side of your screen, current temperatures upper 40s and low 50s. We're lucking out here when it comes to the beginning of a week, and also for many kids out there, fall break. Make the outdoor plans. Rain will be here late week, late Thursday into Friday. Keep that in mind. That is our next weather maker I'm going to track for you here. I'm re-racking a brand new look at future track for you that we'll get to you before we even get to 8 o'clock. And right now, just look at your 7-day. The ups and downs of temperature. Low to mid 70s today and tomorrow. Picture perfect. Right near 80. On Wednesday into Thursday and Friday. Friday, best chance for rain that we will track for you. And then a bigger cool down for the weekend in the middle 60s. Justin.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning at 7:47. This is a look at I-24 at the Silman Evans Bridge in downtown Nashville. We are dealing with a crash in that area where TDOT is in the middle of trying to help out the Tennessee Highway Patrol hopefully get this crash cleared. It is shutting down 2 lanes and it's causing all kinds of backup back behind it through the heart of downtown Nashville. You want to try to hop off if you can, James Robertson Parkway, and then work your way through the heart of downtown. It's going to be slow no matter what you do. So heads up there, and we'll give you updates as soon as we learn more. Well, Aerial Recovery is a Nashville-based humanitarian group specializing in disaster relief and ending sex slavery. It's made up of mostly retired military special forces, and they are in very high demand. Fox 17 News' Dennis Ferrier with an update in this morning's Ferrier Files.
The hit movie Sound of Freedom, a gritty look at sex slavery, has led to new interest in stopping this despicable practice. Nashville's Aerial Recovery, always in demand, finds itself flooded with requests to break up sex trafficking rings.
Aerial Recovery made a name for itself by rescuing 5,000 women and children in war-torn Ukraine. Made up of mostly ex-military, doctors, nurses, and driven private citizens, the group is known to go anywhere after a man-made or natural disaster. All the time, the group also quietly helping foreign countries arrest sex traffickers and free women and children in sex slavery. But the movie Sound of Freedom and its popularity has led unexpectedly to Aerial Recovery's door and lots of new requests. Jeremy Locke, Chief of Special Operations.
It's getting the attention inside of the countries, and we're getting interest from other countries that we haven't normally worked with in the past for us to come in and do rescues. It was just 3 weeks ago that I was meeting with the president of Guatemala and met with the president of Honduras, and both of them were asking for us to come in and do these rescues. And now we've got that door open, right, where we have the authority and the permissions at the highest level, and now we just need the funding, right?
Earlier this summer, we told you about Aerial Recovery rescuing 12 women and children from sex slavery and sending the slavers to prison for decades-long sentences in Colombia. Aerial Recovery could work non-stop breaking up sex slavery operations around the world, but like any nonprofit, it takes funding, and that is frustrating.
So we are out there on a mission, and we may find 1, 2, 3 more additional missions. And we know that there are people there that need to be rescued. We know there are people that are being hurt. We know there are children that are being hurt. And it breaks my heart because then we come back from that rescue, and now I'm going on like a funding campaign to go rescue kids when I know where they already are.
This is part of the reason Aerial Recovery went public about combating sex slavery. There's risk involved in going public. There's definitely a price on your head, but they could only go so far in secret.
It's hard to get funding for something that people don't know that you do is one thing. And another one too is I know more people have been awakened to this cause, and I'm proud of the fact that myself and my team go in and do these rescues. I want people that are enslaved to know that there is someone coming for them.
Oh boy, all right. Dennis Ferrier joins us now. Of course, been diving into the story. You've done multiple stories with them.
Yes, I have.
They've gone all over the world. And, you know, I can't help but to think, Dennis, with the things that we've just seen in Israel over the last 24 to 48 hours, and groups have taken people captive. It reminds me a lot of what these folks do. Not that they're over there doing that, but I'm just saying that these are the kind of situations that they dive into to try and get people out of.
Well, they started, and our first story with them, because they were going to the Ukraine.
Yes.
And high-speed cars go in, grab people, get them out. You know, no weapons anymore. These are special forces guys, but it's humanitarian, right?
Yeah.
So their only weapon is up here, their knowledge. Wow. And even with the sex slavery stuff, and you saw how the president of Guatemala and Honduras is pulling them in.
Yes.
People want this out of their country, but they have that expertise, the tactics, the knowledge, and then maybe when they leave, they can come in, you know, the countries themselves and learn how to do it and start doing it. But their big fundraiser's November 10th, and I wanted to mention that. So, and it's online.
Okay.
It's a big gala. It's a super event, and I know people get tugged in a lot of different directions on not-for-profit, but boy, they're doing some good work, you know.
Have they said how much one of these ventures cost them to go, or do they have it broken down per life, or however they do it?
They do. Oh gosh, that's such a good question.
I'm
I don't
sorry,
have it at 8:45, but it is. But you know, it's different. It depends. Like this last one that we did in Columbia, right?
Sure.
12 women and 3 people, I believe, doing 20-year plus sentences. That's a nice little. So it isn't you just rescue. You know, you're also putting people in jail.
You want convictions.
You want convictions. You want those people off the street, because otherwise they'll just go out and get some more kids.
All right. We'll have a lot more coming up at 8:45 here with Dennis Ferrier. Thank you, sir. Well, the Rutherford County stable owner charged with sexual abuse of a teenager is now in court. We're going to tell you how some in the community are paying very close attention to a bond hearing. And many people across Music City are getting spooked by Halloween spending. We're going to tell you what people are paying the most for up next.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
7:55 is the time here on your Monday morning live look at Bridgestone Arena. Multiple artists set to take the stage in the coming months. Tonight, the Jonas Brothers making a stop here at Music City. And it's not too late to get tickets to that show. Starts at 7 o'clock. Then later this week, John Mayer will be down there to do his, songs that he does down there. I would say song and dance, but he's really not much of a dance person. So just songs with the guitar for John Mayer. Then the Preds down there later this week as well. Trending right now on our website, fox17.com. Let's take a look at one of our top stories out there. Radio DJ Bobby Bones has got a Nashville home up for sale for $8.75 million. People are selling laughing gas in downtown Nashville. Yes, you heard me. They're selling laughing gas and balloons in downtown. That's illegal. 6 people arrested. You can read more about it on our website at fox17.com. Let's get to Greg Bonus. He's got a look at your forecast.
That we do. We just show Bridgestone, so why not just get to tonight? If you do have tickets to the concert, I know how many people, and if you're one of them, you already know what I'm talking about. I've been waiting for this night for a long time. A good 3-hour concert. They're going to go through all the albums, do the whole 9 yards. 69 degrees. When you get toward Bridgestone, 7 o'clock is the beginning of the Jonas Brothers concert, 58 degrees at 8, and then as you're getting out of Bridgestone, right around 10 o'clock, 55 degrees. Maybe you argue with a friend or, your significant other. You can just go talk about it and just clear it out at the Waffle House afterwards, and you'll be good to go. If you get the reference, you get it. If you don't, it's okay. Taking a look, 52 degrees. Your temperature at 8 a.m. today. Good morning for a dog walk. I cannot wait to get home and get my little doggo Obi on the leash and just go through a walk through the park. Taking a look, 66 degrees at noon, 72 at 2 p.m. Forecast could not be nicer. When we get to 8 o'clock, we're going to look at future track and work you through your 7-day forecast.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning at 7:58. 2 things to show you. Number 1, downtown, the I-24 at the Silman Evans Bridge through the heart of downtown Nashville. You can see Nissan Stadium there in the backdrop. Things a lot better there this morning after an early morning crash. So that crash was able to get cleared up by THP and TDOT, so things should start to loosen up there in downtown Nashville. The other thing to show you is not impacting traffic on the interstate, but something you will see if you're driving past. That's I-24 Haywood Lane. Got a cargo truck with the hood open. Another car there trying to deal with that. Just give them some room as they operate there on the shoulder. Haunted houses will not be the only scary thing you might see for Halloween coming up here over the next few weeks. You may also get a little fright from the price tags as well. Now, data is showing that Halloween spending has been increasing over the past few years. According to the National Retail Federation, Americans spent roughly $10 billion in 2021 on Halloween. That number jumped up to $10.6 billion last year. People are spending the most money on things like candy. Of course, the next thing people spend money on, decorations. You should see some of the ones in my neighborhood they've already got up. Also, is costumes. Now, have you ever wondered which candy Tennesseans favor the most this time of the year? Well, the ranking goes something like this: Tootsie Pops, saltwater taffy, and Skittles. They are the top 3. That's across the state. No chocolate anywhere? You can't get any chocolate? Okay. Maybe to each their own, of course. Looking for something for both you and your family to enjoy, you can head over to our website, fox17.com, and find a way to get into the Halloween fall spirit. You can visit a local pumpkin farm. We've got a lot of events you can attend. Gentry Farms, Cedarwood Pumpkin Patch, just to name a few. Again, the full list over on our website, fox17.com. Our 8 o'clock hour starts right now.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
Horrific beyond our imagination. It's a nightmare.
A surprise attack on Israel leaves hundreds of people dead. In the Middle East, we got the update of how this is impacting Nashville and how some community leaders are reacting to this particular attack.
A horse stable owner accused of rape set to appear in court. We're live at the courthouse as this unfolds.
The forecast dry and cool for right now, but going in toward the weekend, we're going to get a little bit warmer. We'll talk about the warm up and a bigger cool down in toward the weekend, and also look overseas to London. I'll tell you why in a few minutes.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you for joining us here on Fox 17 News this morning. Welcome to your Monday. I'm Justin McFarland. A lot to share with you coming up in our 8 o'clock hours with Live and Local with you through 9. Well, this morning, a horse stable operator from Rutherford County, charged with multiple counts of sexual assault against a minor, will now have his day in court. As a matter of fact, I can hear the courtroom happening right now. Let's show you the pictures. It's Fox 17 News' Jackie Del Pilar live for us this morning, just outside of the Rutherford County Courthouse, where the suspect in this case, Jason Lancaster, is scheduled to appear before a judge. And Jackie, what exactly is he asking for?
Justin, good morning. The doors to the courthouse just opened about a minute ago. You can see folks lined up, ready to go in to take care of whatever business they have to take care of this morning. In about 30 minutes, Lancaster is expected to appear before a judge. He's asking for a reduction in his bond, which is currently set at $1 million. Now, this is the second court appearance for Lancaster. He appeared in court for the first time last week, shortly after those charges were filed. Now, this is video from his first court appearance. Prosecutors say Lancaster owns Pinnacle Stables in Christiana here in Rutherford County. Court papers say he sexually assaulted a teen girl, then paid the victim $1,000 to keep quiet. Lancaster is a former teacher at Blackman High School with a history of run-ins with the law. The Murfreesboro Post reports Lancaster pleaded guilty to solicitation of a minor to commit statutory rape back in 2009, but those records were expunged thanks to a loophole in state law. Now, that loophole has since been closed for future offenders. Now, Lancaster is expected to ask the judge today to reduce his bond. That would give him a better opportunity to be able to bond out and await his case as it unfolds. He can wait that from home. We will be live inside the courtroom and let you know what the judge decides. Reporting live in Rutherford County, I'm Jackie Del Pilar with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
All right, thank you so much, Jackie. I appreciate that. Well, take a look at this. We're getting some brand new details and a mugshot in about a person who is responsible for killing a dog. According to Metro Police, this man right here has been charged with animal cruelty. They say it was Leangelo Ramey who killed the dog yesterday. Neighbors called the police department after hearing a woman crying. When they arrived, they found a dog had been killed. Ramey is being held on a $5,000 bond. Now, Rick Bogus is standing by with a look at your forecast here. As we get you out the door, it is a Monday morning. It is fall officially here in Nashville.
That it is. It feels like it in every way, shape, and form. Low humidity. We don't have rain, which is great, but the cool temperatures right side of your screen. We're talking about temps that are going to be in the 40s this morning, tomorrow morning, and we're going to be in the 70s for high temperatures. So cool mornings, seasonable afternoons, and the next weather maker moves in by the end of the week. Now, we had a very busy weekend and Broadway. We always do. We know that. And now they're back to their construction work. They're going to get all the lifts down here, and then we're going to have a very busy evening again today, Wednesday, the weekend. A lot of events happening downtown we'll talk about. Taking a look at your breakfast forecast. Maybe you're just keeping it nice and easy at home. 56 degrees your temperature here through 9 a.m. We don't get into the 60s until 11 o'clock. And then taking a look at your 7-day forecast, we will be up near 80 by Thursday into Friday. And then our next weather maker moves in Friday into the weekend that we'll talk about big changes when it comes to all of that.
Steer clear traffic for you this morning. Let's get a good look at what's happening out there. This is I-65 at Trinity Lane as you make that drive towards downtown Nashville. A big slow up there on the north side as you make that drive in. We can tell you the best way to steer clear is going to be using Ellington Parkway as you make that drive from places like Madison, Hendersonville, Goodlettsville. No reported accidents. We had one earlier in the morning that has since cleared up, but we're still seeing a big slowdown and backup because of it. So heads up as you make that drive in from the north. We'll continue to follow other things happening for you this morning. We also have an update this morning to a story that is gaining some international attention. Israel says all areas around the Gaza Strip are now under Israeli control. This comes after a Palestinian militant group known as Hamas launched an unprecedented attack on Saturday morning. It's considered one of the deadliest attacks on Israel in decades. More than 1,000 people on both sides of this conflict have died. Earlier this morning, we spoke with Rabbi Dan Horowitz of the Jewish Federation of Greater Nashville. Here's what he has to say about the local reaction from the Jewish community.
The reaction is overwhelmingly shock and outrage. The numbers are beyond staggering. There is no one in Nashville's Jewish community that doesn't have some sort of tie, close friend, family member, cousin who happens to live in Israel and who is experiencing the terror of the past few days. This particular terrorist attack, unbelievably egregious, the largest number of Jewish people murdered in any single day since the Holocaust, and unashamedly coming after young children, older folks, and everywhere in between, civilian targets, people pulled from their homes, hiding in their homes, not military bases, residential neighborhoods. So people, emotions are high, to put it mildly.
A rally in support of Israel is planned tonight at the Gordon Jewish Community Center. That's at 7 p.m. All are welcomed to attend. We want to hear from you. Should the United States be getting involved in a clash between Israel and Hamas? Well, the poll is live right now, so you can go cast your vote over on our X page, formerly known as Twitter. So far, over 4,100 of you have voted. 65% of you say no, 34% of you say yes. We'll continue to watch that poll throughout the morning and the day.
What Nashville's new mayor has to say about the city's plan to tackle homelessness.
It's a swinging golf course with
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's get a quick look at what we're dealing with here. This is at I-24 at the 40 junction, right at the split. You can see where traffic is snarled a little bit because of an accident right there at the exit for 2nd and 4th Avenue. We'll continue to watch that crash to tell you about other things going on here across the Mid-State. Well, Nashville's brand new mayor, Freddie O'Connell, has officially begun his second week in office here. He's been in there for at least 2 weeks now. I should say this is his third week. So what has he been up to? What are his priorities for the city of Nashville? Let's go now to Fox 17 News. Amanda Chen joins us live here in studio with the very latest details on the mayor's plans.
Justin, as we all know, Nashville has its challenges with homelessness. The city's invested $50 million into addressing this crisis, and the mayor says he is cautiously optimistic they can make progress with a new dedicated Office of Homeless Services. The $50 million is broken up to try and provide funds to different sectors of homelessness, which include supportive services, temporary housing, and permanent supportive housing with the private sector. On the other hand, the city broke ground on its first permanent supportive housing center last May, which will have 90 units available. That $25 million development is expected to open early next year on 2nd Avenue.
That is going to be critically important facility for the people that are hardest to house, which is typically people who have chronic or severe mental health issues, addiction issues.
Now, one of the most important aspects of this new building will be the residents' access to mental health support 24/7, which experts say is vital. Coming up at 8:30, the mayor speaks on possible change of school start times. Reporting live in the studio, I'm Amanda Chin, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
And let's take a look here at your forecast real quickly, just to get you out the door here on your Monday. What can you expect to start off your day? Well, we're starting off in the 40s to right near 50 degrees. We don't get above 60 until after 10 a.m. So a crisp, cool fall morning for you. 72 degrees later on this afternoon. No rain in the forecast. However, that's not the case the entire week. We're tracking your next weather making and looking ahead to the next day as we get back into the 80s in just a few minutes.
Up next on Fox 17 News this morning, Vanderbilt University takes some heat online after releasing a statement about the attack on Israel. Plus, an Allen County officer is recovering this morning after an officer-involved shooting. We're going to tell you what led up to that incident. We'll be right back.
Do you or a family member?
8:15 is the time here on this Monday morning. Kentucky State Police say that a suspect was killed and a deputy was hurt. This is after a shooting that happened on Saturday night. Happened near New Buck Creek Road. State police say that deputies were trying to find the person involved in a car chase from earlier in that morning when the shooting happened. We're told the deputy who was hurt is now in stable condition. The name of the suspect who was killed has not been released. Continuing coverage this morning as Tennessee Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn is now blaming President Biden for U.S. money that she says helped to fund the Hamas organization. Of course, Hamas was just responsible for that attack against Israel. Senator Blackburn and a bevy of other Republicans say that the Biden administration has given Iran $6 billion in sanction relief. She says that Iran handed that money over to Hamas and they used it for the attack on Israel. The United States Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, immediately pushed back on that particular accusation.
Let's be very clear about this. And it's deeply unfortunate that some are playing politics when so many lives have been lost and Israel remains under attack. The facts are these. No U.S. Taxpayer dollars were involved. These were Iranian resources that Iran had accumulated from the sale of its oil that were stuck in a bank in South Korea. They have had from day one, under our law, under our sanctions, that the account is closely regulated by the U.S. Treasury Department, so it can only be used for things like food, medicine, medical equipment. That's what this is about.
Now, Vanderbilt University's Chancellor, Daniel Diermeyer, also releasing a statement on the attack, and it reads in part, "The deeply layered and nuanced complexity of today's incidents reminds us that we must denounce violence, hate, and prejudice in all forms and remain steadfast in our commitment to open disclosure and a compassionate, supportive environment." That statement drew some anger from some people on Facebook. They said that the statement wasn't strong enough in its support for Israel. Others say they appreciate the chancellor and his approach. Some writing, "Well done, Chancellor." Victims on both sides of the wall. Vanderbilt tells Fox 17 News that thankfully they don't have any students or faculty traveling in Israel right now that they are aware of. An update this morning as a German family who moved to East Tennessee back in 2013 in order to homeschool their children will get to stay in the United States for at least another year. The federal government revoked the Romanke family's immigration status, and agents were set to deport them, but now they've been given temporary stay. For a full rundown of this story, you can visit our website. It's fox17.com. Let's go to Greg Velvis. Look at your forecast here. It is a Monday morning. It is cooler than what people have been experiencing here over the past few weeks.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this morning felt very, very cool. Still does. And pretty much will all day today, tomorrow, and Wednesday.
Okay.
And I've been hearing a lot more crickets lately. If you get away from downtown.
If you get away from downtown.
Yeah, you hear them chirping.
Yeah.
And what you can do, you can actually tell the temperature by how many cricket chirps you get. I'm not kidding. If you set the timer on your phone for 15 seconds and you count the cricket chirps and you just add 40 to it, that's the degree temperature outside. So when you're sitting outside this evening and you hear maybe 30 cricket chirps and you add 40 to it and you go 70 degrees and you look at the Code Red weather app, you go, it's about 70 degrees outside. It's not 100% accurate all the time, but they're within about 3 or 4 degrees of that temperature most of the time. Taking a look, you can get a car wash today, tomorrow, or on your Wednesday. I'll tell you this, though, if you wait till later in the week, Thursday into Friday, there will be rain in the forecast. Either do it now or wait until the weekend, because taking a look, we do have a weather maker that moves in Thursday into Friday. We're going to warm up a little bit, nighttime and afternoon, so the really cool fall feels that we have right now will kind of give you a little hint of summer on Thursday into Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. Things cool back down, not just daytime, but also at night. Look at that weekend forecast. Look up. 65 degrees, your temperature on Saturday, 62 on Sunday. We'll time out that Friday rain for you coming up in a few. We got you covered when it comes to weather and also with your steer clear traffic.
Steer clear traffic for you this morning. Let's get started down here. This is going to be over at I-24 at the Silman Evans Bridge. As you make that drive in and across downtown Nashville, you can see where the crash is right there at the exit for 2nd and 4th Avenue. It's a minor inconvenience at this point. Earlier in the morning, the same crash had the traffic backed up for several miles because it was shutting down a couple of lanes. So we're glad to see where it is now compared to where it was. We're also watching other sides of town. That includes 65 at Trinity Lane there on the north side. Traffic moving along just fine in that area. We'll continue to watch the roads for you, let you know exactly what's going on. Well, Metro Police are on high alert. This is after a string of high-end stores being robbed at Green Hills Mall. Now, they're searching for at least 3 different shoplifting suspects right now who are accused of stealing thousands of dollars worth of merchandise. Now, there's 2 stores in particular that are being targeted. You can see them right here on your screen right now. This is going to be, if we can make sure our colors are correct, this is going to be the... Excuse us here. This is going to be the Gucci store right there in Green Hills Mall that is seeing one of the impacts. The other store is directly across the walkway, and that's the Louis Vuitton store. Both of those stores are the ones that are being targeted for these particular robberies. Now, police believe the suspects are hitting multiple retail stores around the city of Nashville. You may be wondering, how are they getting away with this? Well, one of these suspects shot someone with pepper spray while running away, damaging more than $50,000 worth of inventory. As always, if you have any information about this, you are asked to contact Crime Stoppers, 615-742-7463. It was a disappointing division loss for the Tennessee Titans. We're going to tell you how their biggest strength became a big weakness against the Colts. And the Vanderbilt Commodores continue to struggle. We're going to tell you how they are trying to turn things around before the defending champions come to town.
Check out our featured auction.
That's why you lose, right? That's, so if you don't score in the red zone and you don't stop the run and you don't get off on 3rd down, you're probably going to lose.
They did. Titans lost. Looking for their first division win, taking on the Colts. They got off to a strong start with a field goal, but then they turned into the Zach Moss show for the Indianapolis Colts. The running back went off 23 carries for 165 yards. You're looking at a few of them right there as he takes it to the house. One of his 2 touchdowns on the day. Titans had every opportunity in the world, but they could not capitalize in the red zone. In that 20 yards and end zone, they couldn't get the plays they need. They lose 23-16 to the Colts. Next week, they'll take on the Ravens in London. Other sports action this morning. Vanderbilt got off to a strong start, picking up wins in their first 2 games of the season. Then after that, it's been downward for the Doors. Let's talk about it. Vanderbilt taking on Florida on the road there at the Swamp. Reminder, Vanderbilt beat Florida last year. This year, not so much. Florida gets off to the quick start. We're going to show you the one really good Vanderbilt highlight right about here. This is going to be an 85-yard touchdown. And that's going to be the biggest highlight of the day for Vandy. They end up losing 38-14 as they played Florida. Vanderbilt takes on Georgia at home next week.
And a look here at your forecast Justin just mentioned. Next Titans game, trying to get the rebound here from that Colts loss over the pond. Now, it says Ravens at Titans, and you go, wait a minute, it's in London. They technically have slated it as a Titans home game. But if you have tickets and you're going overseas or want to watch the game, first of all, early kickoff. We're kicking off around 8 o'clock in the morning. Don't watch for that noon starter. You miss the entire football game. 55 degrees will be the temperature as the game's wrapping up. And as we go into the next couple of days, we've also got concerts in town. We've got a lot of things that are happening that we'll look at coming up as we go into our 8:30 half hour.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's take a quick look here at I-24. I-40 at the Silman Evans Bridge, right at the 2nd and 4th Avenue exit on the South Loop. Still dealing with that crash right there at the exit. Not anymore. It was causing some significant delays a little bit earlier in the morning. Thankfully, things have eased up quite a bit when it comes to traffic. We'll take a look at other areas of town very soon.
A horse stable owner accused of rape set to appear in court. We're live with what the judge may decide.
I had just gotten off work.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
Could Metro be making school start times later? Hear what Nashville's new mayor has to say.
2 live looks downtown, a couple of clouds out there, but still a nice start to our day here. Very fall-like looking and also feeling when we get a little bit warmer and bring in our next weather maker in your forecast.
Steer clear traffic takes us down to Cool Springs. Nice cool drive for you this morning. We'll let you know when things will pick up in what areas of town coming up in a few minutes. Thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 17 News this morning. It is a Monday morning here on this October the 9th. I'm Justin McFarland. We do have an update this morning in the high cost of homelessness. There is yet another homeless encampment in Nashville that is now completely empty. Signs went up all over the old TA truck stop in downtown Nashville, warning the people there to be out by October the 6th. Dumpsters are now on the property. This was the scene there this morning. TDOT actually owns the site and will be clearing this property, we're told, coming up over the next few days. In Operation Crime and Justice, a Rutherford County man charged with multiple counts of sexual assault against a minor is set to appear in court later today. Fox 17 News' Jackie Del Pilar live this morning outside the courthouse with what we are expecting the judge to decide.
This is a bond reduction hearing for suspect Jason Lancaster. He's a horse stable owner who prosecutors say raped a teen girl and then paid her $1,000 to keep quiet. Now, he's scheduled to appear right now at 8:30, but I'm told the judge told the courtroom that they're waiting for the prisoners to be escorted from the jail over to this courthouse here, so it will be a couple more minutes. But in the meantime, I want to tell you a little bit more about his case here. Court papers say Lancaster owns Pinnacle Stables in Christiana, and he's a former teacher at Blackman High School. The sheriff's office says while they were at the stables investigating this case, they discovered more than a dozen horses in need of medical attention. Some were malnourished and others were injured. The State Department of Agriculture removed 20 horses and sent them to rehab facilities to recover. Now, Lancaster is not facing charges related to animals at this time, but he is facing multiple charges for rape. Now, Lancaster's bond is set for $1 million. Today, he's expected to ask the judge to lower that amount so that way he has a better opportunity to bond out and await his case as it pens, await that from home. Now, like I said, the judge has not started this case just yet. He's not yet appeared in front of the judge, but we will have updates for you on Fox17.com on what the judge decides, and we'll have live updates for you on Fox 17 News at 5:30. Reporting live from Rutherford County, I'm Jackie Del Pilar with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
8:33, a look at your forecast here as you wake up here on a Monday morning. Federal holiday. A lot of us have fall break going on. Maybe you're going to get outside, or maybe you want to just stay indoors and open the windows and turn the AC off and save a little bit of money. Today is a day for it. I'm keeping that arrow all the way at the bottom. Look at temperatures. Very nice for this time of the year. We'll be in the low 70s, low humidity, a mix of sun and clouds, kind of like we have right now. That will lead us into the afternoon. Not much of a change there. So a really nice Monday dialed up. Weather maker off to our north that is kicking in the areas of cloud cover. Now I'm going to tell you this right now. We need some rain. We're going to look at the drought monitor and take a look at who has the most, not necessarily drought-like conditions, but who is most dry right now that really could use a couple of showers. That's coming your way in about 5 minutes. In the meantime, there you go. It's your 7-day forecast. 73 degrees today, 74 tomorrow, right near 80 degrees on Thursday and Friday. And we'll track your good chance, your one good chance for rain coming up in a few as well.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's take a look at what we are dealing with at I-65 at Moore's Lane. This is coming through the Cool Springs area. As you can see, traffic moving along. It's wide open, looking nice. We'll let you know about other areas of town, including this scene, I-40, Fessler's Lane, and the heart of downtown. We were dealing with a crash a little bit ago that was really tying things up through the heart of downtown. Looks like things have cleared up quite a bit with that. So that is happy news to report. You are good to go coming in north, south, east, and west so far this morning. We'll let you know if and when that changes. Nashville's brand new mayor, Freddie O'Connell, has officially been in office for around 2 weeks. Now, Mayor O'Connell says he wants to focus in on public safety, neighborhoods, public transit, and even education and youth. Fox 17 News' Amanda Chen live for us this morning here in studio with the potential that school start times could be changing.
Yes, Justin, that's right. A study from the Institute of Education Services shows high schools that started later allow for more than half of those students to get at least 8 hours of sleep. Mayor O'Connell says he's definitely open to looking into those later start times, possibly at 8 o'clock. But the mayor says this isn't going to happen overnight. There are logistical elements the city would have to look at, including the impact on elementary and middle school start times. You'd also have to take into account students participating in athletics or after-school jobs some might have. The mayor says this would be a multi-year effort where you'd first have to analyze and then slowly implement.
We just want to make sure we understand the impact. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we got to a place where if the conversation advanced, you would look at a pilot scenario just to understand all of that impact.
Now, Justin, I don't know about you, but taking myself back to high school, I would love that later start time. But now I think I'd be okay with still starting early.
Yeah, adulting changes you a little bit out there. But, you're right. Teenagers, most of them like to sleep in. They stay up late. They sleep in. Nobody wants to get up at 6 a.m. when you're 15, 16 years old.
Especially catching that bus.
Yeah, catching the bus and dealing with people not in the mood. All right. Thank you so much, Amanda. We appreciate it. Up next, right here on Fox 17 News this morning, one of the biggest gun manufacturers in the country relocates its headquarters to Tennessee over the weekend. We're going to tell you why they say the volunteer state was more attractive than where they came from. And the TVA says you will soon see an increase when it comes to your electric bills. We're going to tell you how much more you can expect to pay. That's up next.
A tenant they couldn't evict.
Steer clear traffic out there for you this morning. Let's take a quick look at I-65. This is at the Rosa Parks Avenue exit there in the Metro Center area. You're doing fine out there this morning. No big problems. Keep in mind, it's a federal holiday. So areas like this where you normally see a lot of the state workers, things like that, not really seeing it in heavy doses here this morning. It's also fall break here across the midstate as well. And so that's going to be a contributing factor. This is I-440 at 21st Avenue near the Green Hills area. We're also doing well out this direction as well. We'll let you know if anything does pop up with Steer Clear traffic live through 9. Let's also check in on your forecast. Here's Greg Bones.
Yes, let's do that right now. Let's look ahead to the weekend, even though we're only on a Monday today. 73 and sunny going to be your temperature here as we go in toward the afternoon. So nothing to worry about. Taking a look, we're going to be a little below average for the weekend. Right now, we're pretty much where we should be. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. We get up near 80 on Thursday and then plummet back to 65 on Saturday and 62 on Sunday. We're saying goodbye to summer. We have been for a couple of days. Fall has taken over and will continue to be in charge. Right there on your screen, you can take a look at your QR code. You can scan it, or you can go to the Apple Store or Google Play, depending upon what kind of phone you've got. And you can download the app for free and get your hour-by-hour forecast, a look at the Doppler radar, and my 7-day forecast every day of the week when you're on the go.
All right, thank you so much, Greg. Well, gun manufacturer Smith & Wesson is celebrating a grand opening of its brand new headquarters. This is over in Maryville, Tennessee. Now, this comes after the company opted to move from its longtime home in Springfield, Massachusetts. They wanted to move to a more gun-friendly state. Smith & Wesson had been in Springfield, Massachusetts since its founding in the 1800s, but said proposed legislation within that state would ban gun manufacturing. The gun maker launched a $125 million relocation plan that they say will create hundreds of new jobs there in East Tennessee. Well, news from the economy this morning. You may want to set aside some more money for your electric bill starting this month. A rate increase for Nashville Electric Service customers will go into effect later this month. Officials say most customers will receive a 3.6% increase. NES is blaming the TVA, that's the Tennessee Valley Authority, where they get their electricity, for their rate increase.
A movie of all things has led to incredible interest in stopping sex slavery, and that interest lands at the doorstep of a Nashville not-for-profit. They are trying to respond. That story is next.
No one wants to deal with
it out. Good morning. Time right now is 8:45. I'm going to get you up and out the door right now with everything you need to know when it comes to your entire day, hour by hour. 56 degrees at 9 a.m. Well, by the time we get to lunchtime, comfortably cool. It's a great afternoon, maybe for some lunch on the patio. It will be a little bit breezy, I'll tell you that though. You'll catch a little wind here and there, especially if you're in outdoor areas that are more a little exposed. If you're downtown, you won't feel the wind as much. Taking a look, temperature right near 73 later on in the afternoon. The clouds that we have out there right now will break up a little bit later in the day, but we're going to keep them for the rest of this morning, so that mix of clouds and sun. Taking a look, the reason why, weather maker off to our north. Not going to bring us rain, but we'll keep kicking clouds down to the south here, kind of just trying to tease us a little bit. We need rain. We really do. Areas that are most in a drought right now are in southern Middle Tennessee toward the Alabama state line. Sneak peek at your 7-day forecast. I'm going to really flesh into this here for you one more time the next time you see me before we get here toward 9 o'clock. Temperatures go from the 70s to 80s to 60s.
Steer clear traffic for you this morning at 8:46. Let's take a quick look at I-65. This is over on the north side there, Dickerson Pike. As you can see, traffic moving along without any issue. We're doing good over in that direction. Same can be said for 24 at Hickory Hollow Parkway. No problems out there on your roads. Let's try to keep it that way over the next few minutes. Aerial Recovery is a Nashville-based humanitarian group. They specialize in disaster relief and ending sex slavery. It's made up of mostly retired military special forces, and they are in very high demand. Fox 17 News' Dennis Ferrier has an update in this morning's Ferrier Files.
The hit movie Sound of Freedom, a gritty look at sex slavery, has led to new interest in stopping this despicable practice. Nashville's aerial recovery, always in demand, finds itself flooded with requests to break up sex trafficking rings.
Aerial Recovery made a name for itself by rescuing 5,000 women and children in war-torn Ukraine. Made up of mostly ex-military, doctors, nurses, and driven private citizens, the group is known to go anywhere after a man-made or natural disaster. All the time, the group also quietly helping foreign countries arrest sex traffickers and free women and children in sex slavery. But the movie Sound of Freedom and its popularity has led unexpectedly to Aerial Recovery's door and lots of new requests. Jeremy Locke, Chief of Special Operations.
It's getting the attention inside of the countries, and we're getting interest from other countries that we haven't normally worked with in the past for us to come in and do rescues. It was just 3 weeks ago that I was meeting with the president of Guatemala and met with the president of Honduras, and both of them were asking for us to come in and do these rescues. And now we've got that door open, right, where we have the authority and the permissions at the highest level, and now we just need the funding, right?
Earlier this summer, we told you about Aerial Recovery rescuing 12 women and children from sex slavery and sending the slavers to prison for decades-long sentences in Colombia. Aerial Recovery could work non-stop breaking up sex slavery operations around the world, but like any nonprofit, it takes funding, and that is frustrating.
So we are out there on a mission, and we may find 1, 2, 3 more additional missions. And we know that there are people there that need to be rescued. We know there are people that are being hurt. We know there are children that are being hurt. And it breaks my heart because then we come back from that rescue, and now I'm going on like a funding campaign to go rescue kids when I know where they already are.
This is part of the reason Aerial Recovery went public about combating sex slavery. There's risk involved in going public. There's definitely a price on your head, but they could only go so far in secret.
It's hard to get funding for something that people don't know that you do is one thing. And another one too is I know more people have been awakened to this cause, and I'm proud of the fact that myself and my team go in and do these rescues. I want people that are enslaved to know that there is someone coming for them.
Fox 17 News' Dennis Ferrier joins us right now to talk more about this story. And Dennis, you know, I'm always floored every time I see you do a story with Aerial Recovery. But the question that pops to mind is, how much do these operations cost them?
They've broken it down to $2,500 to rescue one woman or child in sex slavery, $2,500. And that makes sense when you bring all this team down to a place, then you have to like kind of be there for a few days and coordinate it. And I mean, it's very expensive work. And that's why, you know, they're constantly in the fundraising end of things. And they've got their big gala on November 10th. If you go to our website, you can look up aerialrecovery.org and you can see how to buy tickets or help.
Explain this for us very quickly here, as I think people have an image of these folks kicking in doors with giant guns and, you know, sort of what SEAL Team 6 did with Osama bin Laden. That's not what's happening here.
No, there's no weapons. It's just what they have. It's like all the tactics, the training. I mean, yeah, these guys could do some real damage with a number 2 pencil if they had to. And they will defend themselves with anything available, but they are unarmed. And that was real hard, you know, for them when you go in. They're not armed at all.
So it's not the conventional thing we think of, you know, from the movies and all of that.
It's none of that.
Rescue operation.
Because they're done that and they can do all that.
Sure.
And but they're alive again. You know, a lot of these guys, special forces, they leave and they don't know what to do. I mean, when you ask these guys, how, you know, do you like what you do? They don't say, living the dream, you know, which is a big thing. And nobody means it when they say that. Yeah. These guys don't say that. They are living the dream. And man, rescuing children out of sex slavery, how can you not get out of bed every day to do that?
All right, so November the 10th is when
November the 10th at the Bell Tower. Look it up online. Great way to give.
Dennis Ferrier, thank you so much, sir. We appreciate it. Well, let's take a look, as the month of October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the city of Franklin helped to spread awareness by hosting its very first More Than Pink walk. Let's take a look at some of the action out there at the Cool Springs Galleria. They set out for a 2-mile walk, and it was all an effort to try and make sure that the people with breast cancer and survivors are able to get more money for research. Our own Fox 17 News Amanda Chen and Peyton Muse were there, as well as Chief Meteorologist Katie Morgan and our Sports Director Jill Jelnick, all dressed in pink. There they are right there to offer their support. Well, Metro Police are asking for your help identifying the driver of a deadly hit and run. We're going to tell you what we know about their crime this morning.
Class at Window Nation.
Some of our top stories from this morning. This man right here is now being charged with animal cruelty. Metro Police say that he killed a dog. Officers say they arrived and arrested Leangelo Ramey yesterday. They say neighbors called police after hearing a woman crying. They arrived and found a dog dead. Ramey is now being held on a $5,000 bond. There are more details about this story on our website at fox17.com. Meanwhile, Metro Police are searching for a driver they say hit and killed someone on Central Pike on Saturday night. They say it happened around 10:30 near Old Hickory Boulevard. The pedestrian was taken to the hospital where they died. Their name has not been released. Police say that the driver was in an SUV, possibly a newer model Ford Bronco in a dark color. If you have any information, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. Plus, Metro Nashville police have arrested 6 people in the past 3 days. All of these people are accused of buying and selling laughing gas. Okay? Now, they were putting them in a balloon and giving them out for tourists in order for them to get high. Police say they spotted each of the suspects, 4 of them on Friday, filling up balloons and then handing them off. Another person was arrested on Saturday night. 1 more person was arrested on Sunday morning. All 6 are being charged with selling laughing gas. Yes, illegal in downtown Nashville or anywhere. You can't sell that.
That you cannot, but take a look here. I'll sell you something maybe. Well, I don't have the tickets, but maybe you want to go buy them. They're still selling them. This is Bridgestone Arena. We have the Jonas Brothers in town tonight. It was a live look. Beautiful day for us here. So, oh, hello, Birdie. Well, that was fun. Flying it into our sky cam here for you this morning. Here's your forecast for the evening. Maybe you are heading downtown to catch the concert. I know a lot of people that are. Taking a look. 69 degrees at 6 p.m., 58 at 8 o'clock, 55 at 10 p.m. right there. And then we have John Mayer on Wednesday. We've got so many things happening here throughout this week that we'll keep covering for you in the forecast. Here is your 7-day. And I told you I'd flesh this out a little bit more. Let's do it. 73 degrees today, 74 tomorrow, almost identical days. Then we get into Wednesday and Thursday and things get a little bit warmer. We bring a warm front in with some cloud cover on Wednesday. Not really concerned about rain with that. Nighttime temperatures will go from the 40s with that crisp, cool feeling we have this morning back into the upper 50s and low 60s by the time we get toward the end of the week. Justin, best chance for rain is going to be late Thursday into Friday. We'll keep tracking it throughout the week.
All right, Greg, thank you so much. And thank you for watching Fox 17 News this morning. America steals and deals right now.